Know your secret. I know your secret. Beep, beep, Richie.
Beep, beep, Richie.
What's up out there, horror fam? How's everyone doing tonight, baby? Coming at you with a special end of summer stream. We're getting there, huh?
We are getting there. 2 more weeks.
Yep.
Bum, bum, bum.
Yep. We just floated down the river to celebrate summer in all its goodness.
Yeah, sadly our first float.
Yes.
We all float.
We all do float.
And
That is a fact.
And we all did float. But
It was really fun.
It was sadly our first float of the year because if you haven't heard from us yet, West Virginia has spent the entire summer drowning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're like flooding. We're washing away.
Yep. Bye, West Virginia.
Goodbye, West Virginia.
So
Arrivederci, United States of America. We're gone. West Virginia's bowing out.
Yep.
We gone.
Yep.
Yeah, so tonight we're going to be talking about the 1990 version of Stephen King's It.
And
the 2017 is when it all started. The remakes.
The remakes
of Stephen King's It.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The pros, the cons.
The pros, the cons, the good, the bad, the ugly. We're going to be talking about all of it. First of all, I want to say hello, Marigan Beltron, Billy Judd, what's up, brother man, Jonas, Mike Nation. It is the nation of Mike in here. We have the whole nation of Mike in this chat. I love it.
It's a good place.
It is a good place, man. Who else we got in here? Don't be afraid to say hello. Don't be afraid to drop those like bombs.
Howdy, everybody.
And subscribe to the channel, as always. As always.
With me, as always, is Garth.
Yeah, so what have we been doing? Before we get into the world of It.
We hung out with Necro and his fam.
Mm-hmm.
Did some more Halloween shopping. Did some floating.
We did do some floating.
Watched some spooky movies. Had a good horror fam time.
Yeah, we really did. We watched Something Wicked This Way Comes.
We did. And we're not big fan. We're not huge fans of the everything needs a remake
bandwagon.
But we all kind of agreed that that's a movie that is like deserving of a remake. The story is so good, and the movie is so
dull.
Yeah. Was a great story.
Yeah,
really
great story,
dull
but
movie.
Yeah, really.
Like you can make you can make that story into a really cool movie.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
It was just every time. What was it? Jason Barbados. What did James?
Jason Rhubarb.
Jason Billy Bob. Every time he came on screen, I like. Oh,
poor guy.
Yeah,
seriously.
That movie almost killed children that night because I fell asleep and fell forward and almost crushed them all.
Yep. He almost took out all the kiddos.
Yeah. Oh, jeez, man.
Get out of my way.
Yeah. So we watched that.
Yeah.
What else? We watched Hocus Pocus.
Yeah. I mean, you got to start spooky season off right when you got kids in the room. Hocus Pocus was an easy pick.
Yeah.
Easy pick.
Especially
because the kids are all stoked on the sequel coming out.
Yeah.
Next month.
Which I'm a little bit worried about because, because there's virtually no promotion for it. Who the hell would know it's coming out next month?
It comes out next month and they still only have a teaser as far as we were able to find. Like, they only have a teaser trailer
And the teaser looked pretty damn rough. Like it...
almost like they made the teaser before they were finished...
Yes.
Making the movie?
Yes.
Which I know it happens occasionally, but it's...
It does, but it's like... From a Hocus Pocus thing, man, like this is, because Hocus Pocus has kind of became like a cult classic, and now it's become a meme. Like, you don't know anybody who doesn't like Hocus Pocus now. You go to Spirit Halloween...
You kind of have to be dead inside to not like Hocus Pocus. So, okay, but anyways.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like... They should have played on that, like, the witches are back, and it's super fun, and they played on all the,
Agreed.
That fandom and all of that stuff. And
we're back, witches! Come on. That's easy. Like, look how easy that was for me to come up with the tagline for that movie that they did.
And it's like... there's nothing. It's like, instead they went for like a CGI-ish scarier trailer.
The
Like,
trailer
instead of something that's really fun, like, oh my god, they're back, and they could have,
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah, so I'm worried about it.
We're going to watch it, though.
There's been no promotion for it whatsoever, like I said.
We're not going to not watch it.
No, we're going to watch it. Yeah, so what's up, the diabolical Dr. Gory Tagler?
Gory Tiger.
Yeah, Gory Tiger. Gory Tigre.
Gory Tigger.
Gory Tigger. Yeah, man, Gory Tiger, dude. I'm rocking the summer attire tonight because it's going to have to get put away soon.
Yes!
What?
Come on, fall.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
Well, especially after the wet summer we've had.
Oh my god,
like, I'm over it.
Goodbye.
It's just
Goodbye,
been hot,
cruel world.
muggy,
Yeah,
rainy.
horrible. It's been horrible. Jonas, what do y'all think about that Spirit Halloween movie, man? I hope it's fun. I don't know shit
I
about
don't know
it.
anything about it. We saw the billboards for it at Spirit this weekend.
Mm-hmm. But I hope it's fun. It has potential to be really fun.
But that's all we've seen.
Yeah.
We don't know anything about it. I know Christopher Lloyd's in it because he's on the billboard.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I've got. But that's all right. Christopher Lloyd's awesome.
Christopher Lloyd is awesome. I'll take it.
Yeah. Hopefully it's, a good time.
Yes. And we have put up our first stream goal, babe. I don't know if you noticed that, but I put up a stream goal while you were getting ready.
I did not know that.
Yes, I did.
I see that.
It's the Ultimate Halloween Bash 2022.
Yes.
And I put it at $500. Do you know why I put it at $500?
Why?
To beat our record.
Oh.
Because our record was like $465, something insane, some exorbitant.
Some huge.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So, I put it, you know what? $500 for the Ultimate Halloween Bash 2022. You can't get in unless you have the wristband.
Oh.
Yeah, you got to have a
we
wristband.
have to come up with a wristband.
Yeah, and I will, rumor has it, at midnight, they're going to roll out a Ferrari cake.
Oh, the Ferrari cake.
Yeah, Ferrari cake that says, like, TalkHorror across the windshield. It's going to be badass.
Please send somebody more reliable than Ted Bundy to pick up your Ferrari cake.
Ted Bundy and Dama! I want a Ferrari cake. Acura. You know how fucking pissed you would be? Acura. What's up, Sergeant George Ishak?
Sarge!
The Diabolical Doctor says we're going to hit our Ultimate Halloween 2022 bash
Tonight.
Pinhead198 says he loves the Lacuna Coil shirt, baby.
Yeah.
Who's that a gift from?
Him.
That's right, because we love the big LC.
Love Lacuna Coil.
We love LC in this stream, dang it.
Yep. Let's
see here. Briggs says he is going to send Dennis Rader, a.k.a. the Shimp of the Three Murders. Billy Judd, I wonder who will win in Halloween's End, Laurie Strode or Michael Myers? Whoever wins, we lose, Billy Judd.
I was going to say, I think that everybody loses.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I think Laurie's going to die, and then Michael's going to die.
Yeah, they're probably mystically connected. Oh my god, we read the plot for that movie finally.
Don't. It's not what we're talking about tonight.
It's not.
You're going to get them all riled up.
We read the plot, man, and holy shit, Aruski. It, like, I thought, okay, so I didn't know anything about it. I'm just waiting for it to come out, and I'll check it out. And then Necro, while we're in the car on the way to Spirit Halloween...
King of reading the plot, by the way.
Plots,
if you guys haven't seen his...
Yeah. Decides that he's going to read the plot.
To all of us.
To all of us. And I thought, I was like, you're fucking with me. Like,
you thought he was kidding.
I thought he was kidding forever. I thought he found something messed up and like...
Yep.
No. It is... No. The plot is, it's like 5 years...
Yep. Like 4 or 5 years have passed. Laurie's writing her memoirs.
Yeah, and she's finally ready to move on with her life. 40 years later, after she became Grambo, after her daughter, it took her daughter's death
for her to
at the hands of Myers,
yeah.
For her to be like, you know what, I'm done. I've found peace. I'm glad Judy Greer's life was worth that. Yeah. It's like, oh, well, fuck it. He killed my daughter. It's even worse. No, I'm peaceful. I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, so she's writing her memoirs, and then a murder springs up in the quiet town of Haddonfield.
The, like, quiet town of Haddonfield.
Yeah, and then it brings back those painful memories
Yep.
for her, and she questions, is it Myers? Could Myers be back?
It's definitely Myers.
So what's going to happen is we're probably going to get, you know, Andy Matichuk, the daughter, she's going to be the new Lori. They're going to pass the torch on, and now
Either that or she's the new Myers.
or she's the new Myers.
That's what I hope for.
Yeah, we're probably going to get old Laurie Strode telling her, like, don't do that. I led that life. You don't want this kind of life. Yeah, well, we're probably going to get that generic of a plot.
We'll see.
Yeah. Hey, Patty Heckman.
Patty Heckman.
Yeah, she's saying it's really hot in California right now.
Yeah, we were getting screenshots of their weather out there. 105 degrees, 110.
Yeah.
Ooh, ugh.
Yeah.
But at least it's a dry heat. It's a dry heat.
Necro would have your head.
But it's true. It's a dry heat. They're not dealing with the mug that we've got.
Yeah, nor the bug that we've got.
Oh my god, I'm eaten alive.
Oh my god, if you could see her arms, I mean, it looks like... Yeah, it looks like you went freaking cupping or something, like...
Something.
Dude, we had to shoot some of our show over the weekend while Necro was in, and you could literally see, I mean, I told her while we were filming, I was like, holy shit, I feel like one of the Garbage Pail Kids.
Oh, yeah.
You could look at each other
and see the bugs.
Yeah, it looked like that character in Charlie Brown with like the bugs
dust.
all over
He's
it's dust or whatever.
Yeah,
that's what it looked like in real life. Like there was just bugs.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah.
Crazy times.
Big Ben. Yep. That's him.
Yes. Merrigan Beltron says, I'm a mosquito buffet table.
Right. I feel your pain. Feel your pain, Merrigan.
Anna is a Steve-O buffet table.
There's that deal.
There is that. Yeah, Diabolical Doctor said, Pigpen, what are we talking about here? Oh my god, Jonas saying Texas is brutal, everything horror collector. South Georgia is 95 with crazy humidity. Welcome to the club, my friends.
North Carolina.
Yeah. North
Hot AF.
Pinhead 198, hot AF in North Kakalaki.
Yep.
Where you at in the big in Carolina, baby? You from the old Wilmington? Durham? Just curious.
Charlotte.
Yeah.
Where are you, B?
You down there with the Maximum Overdrive Goblin truck?
I hope you're with the Goblin
I hope
truck.
he's with the Goblins. He's from Dudley. I had a hotspot named something Dudley once.
I bet he did.
Well, you know I did.
He does.
I do.
Did?
No, I still do.
You do.
It's still my grandparents. They still get to rep that. You know, just to let them know I was there.
Yep.
Well, we're from the sticks too, Pinhead.
Yeah, so it's really fun when somebody's got to come and sign into the Wi-Fi over there.
Yeah, it is. Or like, which one are you? Blank Dudley?
Yep, that's us.
That's us. Go ahead and sign on in, my friends. I'll share that password now. All right, so we're talking about It 1990 versus It 2017. So what I'm going to do, so all of you can participate on this. Thank you, Anna, for the percussions.
You're welcome.
I'm going to put up a poll.
Oh.
And we're going to see which is better, according to the audience. It 1990 or It 2017. And we'll go over the results at the end of this podcast. But
hey,
JK, what's up, brother man? What are you doing, bro? So this is going to be an interesting one for me.
I'm voting.
Go ahead and vote, babe. Go ahead and get your vote in. Everybody cast your votes right now so we can go over the results at the end of this stream. Yes, Billy Judd, It 1990 does have the Huss in it. Olivia Hussey. As old Bill did. We love the Huss in this household.
I've loved her since I was a little kid, and she was in Romeo and Juliet, and it's still, to this day, the most beautiful version of that story I think I've ever seen. And she is a wonderful Juliet. Obviously. I mean, obviously.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she's the Huss.
Yeah.
That's all you got to say.
Look at her. Like, obviously
Yeah,
she's
she's-
Juliet.
yeah,
like, she is Juliet.
Yeah, wonderful.
Yeah.
JK, just saw my older sister off. A bit down.
Oh,
Hate
bummer.
to hear that, dude.
Sorry. That was
Yeah.
like us yesterday.
Yep, we had to see her older brother off.
Yeah, with all his wife and his kidlins and
Yeah, we were sad at first and then partied our asses off later.
True.
Yeah. We got over it with a quickness. But no, we still miss him.
Yeah.
And the children's.
And the children's.
And the children's.
And the wifey poo.
Yes. So 1990 was a TV miniseries directed by the man who has worked with Stephen King more than anyone else. Your friend and mine, Mick Garris.
Mick Garris. For the win.
Yeah.
We're fans.
Yeah. So,
non-ironically.
well,
and also,
that's up for debate.
And also ironically.
Yes, that's up for debate.
Both.
So, now this was like a TV miniseries.
Yes, it was.
And I'm going to tell you now, man, based off the novel by Stephen King, of course, that novel and that movie is what I believe created everyone, like, in mass, being afraid of clowns.
The mass hysteria surrounding clowns.
Yeah, it has to. I mean,
I'd almost believe that, because when I was a kid, in the 80s, my grandparents had, like, paintings of clowns. Like,
oh my god, those velvet ones?
Those velvet paintings of clowns!
Shit!
Like, and they were always just a little creepy to me, but there was never any big, like, fear.
Yeah.
But my point being that, like, this older generation was, they weren't afraid of clowns. Like, they were like, hey, I know. Clowns.
So, yeah, and I remember my stepdad in his house had one of those, I don't know, just a velvet painting of one of those. I don't know if it was like as a kid he had it or what, but
who knows?
Totally had one of those.
Super weird.
And when I was a kid, the It miniseries was out, so the whole clown thing had started. So you're laying there at night, and it's like, how those velvet paintings are. They kind of glow at night in a weird way.
Absolutely.
Almost like a black light poster or something.
Yep.
You're laying there trying to go to sleep, and there's that damn clown.
Yep.
It's a white face over there torturing you in the shadows.
Yeah, and they were always those weird hobo clowns. You know what I mean?
Oh man, yes I do.
That's right.
Yes.
What was that all about? The hobo clown.
Yeah.
How was that effect?
But I'm telling you, man, like, and I think the reason why, okay, now this is where I want to get the horror fam's opinion on this, okay?
Okay.
Who was the scarier Pennywise?
Oh, that's easy. I mean, that's silly.
Well, I'm good. Okay, so, let's think about this. Me and you have discussed this. I want to give them our reasoning for this.
Okay.
So you have Tim Curry, horror film in general legend. Tim Curry is
which he was also
one of the greatest character actors
of all time. Period. Unarguable.
And then you have Bill Skarsgård.
Yeah.
Who loosely plays a clown. Because my argument there is that he's fucking CGI.
Yes.
Most of the encounters you get with Pennywise in the 2017 chapter 1 and
most of his shenanigans are CGI.
CGI. Yeah, so it's like you did great voiceover work there, Bill Skarsgård. Good job.
Not that there's anything wrong with voice work. Like, I'm a huge fan of good voice work. Like, so that's not, but yes, like, it's,
but
when you're relying on the computer to manipulate your facial expressions and your movements and all of that, and like to make that the scary thing, it's not quite as scary.
Well,
as someone who can do those things with their face.
So my thing is, though, we get them both, and Bill Skarsgård's a good actor.
Yeah.
He's not Tim Curry.
Nobody is. Like, that's, it's almost unfair, right?
Yeah, so that's not even a fair battle.
Yeah, who wants to reprise a role that Tim Curry has done?
Yeah,
like,
that shit would be, that would be like you trying to replace Brad Dourif in literally anything.
Yeah.
You're gonna fail.
Yeah.
So, but the way they directed the scene, and they used the clown in the remakes, is a poor choice in my opinion. Like, maybe not. I mean, I know that they had to do something different.
Okay.
But the way they used Pennywise in 1990 was, we've discussed this before, he looked like an actual clown. He was
that you would see at the circus in the 80s or 90s, like, or 70s, whenever. Yeah.
You could not see his hand, like, you know, in card terms. Like, you didn't know, you know.
Right. Yeah. You didn't know that he was going to be a creepy, scary thing. He looks like the clown that would show up at a birthday party and
he looks like a clown, but there's something just very, very, very slightly off.
Yeah.
That puts you on edge, like. You know, like now that you look at John Wayne Gacy pictures when he was dressed up as Pogo.
Yes. Yeah, I gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
You just knew, like, you know.
There's something, but
that maybe a 6-year-old wouldn't pick up on. Yeah.
So, every time you got Pennywise Man in the 1990 version, it could have been legit. He could have legitimately tricked children and did. Mm-hmm. You can't convince me that children are that stupid in the 2017 remake. You have a hard time convincing me of that.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, for God's sakes, when in 2017, when he lures Georgie over to the sewer drain, he looks like a fucking evil monster as soon as you see him. And he even, like, zones out in points, like, and drools.
Yeah.
It's like...
Yeah, he's really... And it's funny because it's like you would think that would therefore make him more frightening, right? Like, because he is more in your face scary. Like that...
Yeah.
And you're right, it's like the eyes drifting, the drooling, it's just like... Yeah. But it's the kind of scary that is like, no kid would fall for that. Kids aren't that dumb.
No kid would fall for that. And you know... Okay, so when you watch the 1990 It for the first time, and I know that's hard to imagine because we've all seen it a dozen times now.
I'm sure there's people here who haven't seen it.
Yes, but when you first watch that film, you're sitting there wondering, what's going to happen here?
Yeah.
What is the deal?
Yeah.
How are things going to play out here? When you watch the 2017, you know exactly what the hell's going to happen.
Yeah.
Whether it was a remake or not, like, by the way, they play it really hard and obvious.
So when the miniseries aired in the 90s, my siblings and I actually saw it while we were on a road trip. So we were, like, getting to hotels at night and watching the newest episode.
Yeah.
And,
installment.
The latest installment. And... my little sister, and we were all like middle school age, so, you know, basically the age of the kids in the movie, she woke up screaming and we had to stop watching. My mom put her foot down and made us stop watching it, like, maybe, there were like one or two episodes left or whatever. But it was, I mean, that's how scary that one was, at least for, you know.
Yeah, so, I mean, I want to know what the horror fan thinks. In the chat right now, let me, you know, Pennywise, Tim Curry version, or Bill Skarsgård? 1990 or 2017, which was scarier? I'm going with Tim Curry by far.
I agree. I don't know if that's the game we're supposed to be playing, is me agreeing with you, but I absolutely
it doesn't matter. We're not playing. I mean, we're just being honest.
No, I know.
But
I tease. I kid, but you know what I mean? Like, it's hard.
Here's where Briggs is wrong. So he says, the Diabolical Doctor says, okay, guys, but once we know Pennywise is a monster, I would argue the 2017 Pennywise is way more skillfully executed. The CGI makes full use of the creature as a shapeshifter. I disagree with that.
Okay.
I will say there's more shit that they can do with him, I guess, with CGI, but he was much more effective in the 1990 version because in 2017 he would turn into a cartoon to torture everyone, and it was in like these. I mean, like the what you call it, the leper, and just looked silly, and so did like the crooked lady.
Yeah.
Those looked really cartoonish, almost like Goosebumps monsters.
Yeah.
The clown in the 1991 did things that truly mentally terrorized these children.
Yeah.
It wasn't just like, I'm a leper and I know you're afraid of germs, and then all of a sudden the background starts shaking while this thing runs at you.
Well,
he would do things like, remember when Ben looked over at the sewers, and he's like, and you hear, "Hey, Ben," and he looks over and it's his fucking dad standing in the swamp.
Yeah.
In his uniform because he was killed.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, but the buttons on the uniform are those, clown.
Yeah.
But, like, that is fucking terrifying, and it is horrible, and it is dirty, dude.
Yeah.
Like, that is just flat out dirty. That's personal.
Yeah.
Being a leper or a crooked woman out of a painting who a kid saw and it's scared.
Yeah.
That's...
It's interesting because I conceptually, I really like the shape-shifting thing. Like, I like the concept. And I feel like part of the problem for me with the CGI is that it's so obviously CGI. It's like you said, it's cartoonish. And I feel like there were moments where they could have used practical effects where they didn't, and it kind of gives the game away almost. And it feels a little sillier than it should because... Granted, there are things that Pennywise does in the newer film where it would have been impossible to do without CGI.
Yeah.
And that is absolutely forgivable. But things like being the leper, being the crooked lady, like those are things that should have been done with practical effects. That should have been a person playing both of those because it would have looked so much scarier.
Yes.
It wouldn't have been quite as silly looking, I think.
Yeah.
Personally, like...
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So the general consensus here in chat, by a large one, it's all, except for Briggs, it's all Tim Curry's.
Okay.
JK is with Tim Curry, Pinhead's with Tim Curry, Jaden's Hot Edits is Tim Curry,
Okay.
Pinhead's Tim Curry, you know what I'm saying? Now, we're not going to sit here and totally bash and trash on the 2007, but I will say, as far as Pennywise goes, he was much, much more effective in the 1990 version, because he did things that were personal. Yeah. I mean, he tormented these people. I mean, and when they were coming back to town too, and he's just everywhere and will not shut up. He is just heckling. Who was it? Was it Ben in the library? Or was it Richie? It was Richie.
It was Richie in the library.
He just will not. I mean, it is just torture. Like, he's trying to hold a conversation with the librarian.
And he just won't.
And he's doing one of those toy wind-up things that just,
Yeah, it's interesting. I feel like they really did in the 1990 version. They made Pennywise far more relentless. Like, he hammers them. Yeah. And then I guess we can get into the Olivia Hussey character later, because that's a big part of, like, Pennywise, the deeper torturing of Pennywise in the 1990 version. But all right, how about the other characters?
The other characters, okay, so the thing that I knew going into 2017, I was like, okay, Stranger Things made the 80s cool again. Mm-hmm. Stranger Things, kids in the 80s, all that stuff, like, you can thank Stranger Things, and that's clearly what inspired an It remake. And the way they set it up. I mean, they even got Finn Wolfhard to play one of the kids. Wolfie.
Wilford.
Finn Wilford. So, it was fun.
Okay.
Remind me a lot of Stranger Things. I like Stranger Things. It was fun. Of course, they're going to put little kids in the 80s on bicycles. Of course. It's fun. It's going to be fun. So, I knew going into chapter 2 when it's going to primarily, 90% of the film
Is the adults.
is the adults. I knew there was going to be a major issue there. And to me, there was.
Like
I don't like chapter.
An energetic come down for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, chapter 1, I thought was fun. I liked the kids. I liked the whole New Kids on the Block thing. I thought that was funny.
Loved it.
Yeah, I thought it was fun. It was really well done. I will say Richie got on my nerves. Not when I first saw it. I talked to I don't know how this happened. Like, maybe it was like once my awareness was brought to it. But my friend's like, yeah, if Richie would shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
And then I watched it again, and Richie does totally, like, if you...
See, now you said that to me.
Uh-huh.
And I still didn't mind Richie.
Okay.
And I will say that there was maybe a scene or 2 or 3 where he was a little overwritten. Like, they just gave him 1 or 2 too many lines, and it was like... So I can see that is... But I think Finn did an excellent job playing him. I found him really entertaining most of the time. To me...
Your problem was Eddie.
My problem was Eddie.
Yeah.
I wanted him to shut up.
The thing is...
But again, it was not a problem with the actor, and more of a problem, he was overwritten. It was just a few too many lines of his whining. It was just a few too many of those lines. It was like... to the point where it almost caricatured the characters, if that makes sense. Like,
well, the thing is, though, Eddie is mostly responding to Richie's insults.
Right.
So that, like, it to me, it makes a hell of a sandwich, man.
Yeah.
It's like you're going to get Richie talking shit for 3 hours.
Yeah.
And then Eddie responding to that shit talk for 3 hours. Like, them two are just...
Yeah. Not that that's totally unrealistic. I've absolutely had those friends, especially guy friends, who are like, you can't get on... Especially once they start going at each other.
Yeah.
It's like, that's it. That's what we're going to hear.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Now,
But yeah, man, I liked the kids in it. I liked the way it was done. I thought there were really some magical moments, some really fun moments.
I liked that the remake split the story so that you got to watch what happened to them as children all in one piece. Now, granted, in the chapter 2, you get flashbacks that are new material.
Oh, clearly,
so, which is great, because then you're just getting even more of what happened to them. But I liked that you got it as a solid story. Like, I liked that decision a lot.
Yeah, I will say, though, I do like some of the child actors in the 1990 version as well, though.
Oh, yeah.
I do like Jonathan Brandis, who plays Bill, young Bill. We got Emily Perkins.
See, now I like the new young Bill better than the old Bill.
I'm not saying I like him better or vice versa. I'm saying I like Jonathan Brandis. I did, because he was in Sidekicks with Chuck Norris, of which I am a fan.
I mean, both films have excellent child actors. Like, they really do. Like,
yeah, and Emily Perkins from, Bridget from Ginger Snaps.
Yeah.
Of course, we're going to like Emily. We have Seth Green. A lot of people know him from,
everything.
Everything. Austin Powers, Idle Hands.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. You have... Now here's one for you. And I also want to get I want the people in the chat to participate here. Which did you like better, 1990s childhood segments taking place in the 50s, or 2017's taking place in the 80s?
I mean, it's almost an unfair question. I was that kid riding around on her bike in the 80s.
Oh, okay.
So I loved it.
Okay, I did too.
Yeah.
I did too, but I will say I don't know. I do like both.
Yeah.
You know, the bullies are greasers.
Yeah.
Kind of a sucker for that. Like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know. Mike Nation says 1990s and the 50s. Jonas says 1990s.
Cool.
And Jonas, you absolutely have to check out Idle Hands.
It's hilarious, yeah.
If you haven't seen it by the time you get out here, I will introduce it to you gladly. But I'm telling you, it is a great one to watch around Halloween.
Unsung Heroes with me on the 80s, yes!
Yes. The 80s are great, man.
I mean, I love both.
Phenomenal.
Don't get me wrong. But
Phenomenal.
Like,
I do, you know, because that's like...
if for the conversation I have to pick one, I'm picking the 80s. Yeah.
To me, the 80s... Like, I would almost sacrifice myself if I could go back and just relive, like, be like 16 in the 80s. And then just age through that and be like 26 by the time it's over.
Yeah.
Because to me, the 80s, number one is the golden era of horror. But two, it's like, if I don't watch wrestling anymore, but when I did, it was the Attitude Era because that was the best damn era. And the 80s to me is the Attitude Era of time.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You had the fucking coolest sports cars, man. You know, you had Guns N' Roses blasting out. You had Motley Crue, Metallica,
Depeche Mode, The Cure.
Well, you can have that too. Van Halen. Yeah, so, I mean, that would have been like... Could you imagine cruising around in like a Z28 in the 80s, just blasting AC/DC, raising hell?
Have you ever noticed that all the bullies in 80s movies drive Camaros?
Or Firebirds.
Or Firebirds. True.
Firebirds.
But...
Yeah.
they do.
Patty's going with 60s for music and cool cars.
Hey. She's not wrong.
Well, hey.
Because think about it. Most of the cool cars... in the 80s, you wouldn't have even had without the 60s.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Right? They were.
That's true. Know. And you got the first Camaro, the '67 Camaro, which I would.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes, I would sacrifice.
And no 80s rock without 60s rocks, baby.
Yeah, man, that So.
Black and white movies still coming out. Trips in theater. Yup.
Oh man. So. Now, here's a question for you. And I saw this brought up earlier. I can't remember who brought it up, but props to you for bringing it up. Which Death of Georgie did you prefer? The 1990 or the 2017? The
1990.
Absolutely.
I think they went way overboard with his death. I feel like we kind of are suffering in horror right now from our need to show everything. Like, It's so gratuitous. It doesn't add anything. It didn't make the moment scarier.
Yeah.
It just made it grosser. Like, and it just made it, I don't know. I don't. I, for one, don't find any of that stuff necessary, especially where it involves children. It's like, it kind of takes me out of the moment. If I have to sit there and be like, why did you just show me that? Like, you've just pulled me out of the moment for the movie.
Briggs has this to say, and like, this is accurate, because it's another CGI moment from the 2017. Briggs says, 1990 did the better Georgie scene. Pennywise's mouth in the intro was just fucking cartoonish.
Thank you. Yeah, absolutely.
Totally agreed there, man. Everything Horror Collector says, is it me or is the sound jumping a little bit? Kind of spotty?
Tonight? Us?
On the stream. So please, everyone, let me know if we're having any technical difficulties. Or if not. Let me know how the stream is performing for all of you, please. We did have issues last time. I'm not seeing any at all this time.
Yep. We need to know. Is it us?
Marigan Beltran says what she was like in the 80s is that she was young and her body did not hurt. And she also says 1990 Death is better in her opinion because it left things to the imagination.
Yeah. Which is terrifying, right? Like, for me at least.
Yeah, JK agrees. 1990 Death of Georgie. Okay, JP, Dr. Briggs, I appreciate your comments on the quality of tonight's stream, man.
Cool.
Yeah, so, like I said, I do enjoy both. Once we get into the adults, though, we do get John Ritter,
Yeah.
which is really damn cool. I like
Yeah.
John Ritter a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're gonna replace him with somebody, Bill Hader is not a bad replacement. Like, I love Bill Hader too, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I mean, they pulled in some pretty decent acting chops for the adults for the 2017 film.
they did.
Yeah.
But like we were talking about earlier, we did get Olivia Hussey.
Well, that's an entire character that they really left out. She makes a very brief cameo, so Bill's wife
Yes.
is an important side character in the 1990 version.
Mm-hmm.
And she is largely, really mostly left out of the 2017 remake. They don't give him that subplot at all, which sucks because it adds a lot emotionally, I thought, to the 1990 version.
Yeah.
It gives him something entirely new to focus on other than just his brother.
Yeah.
It gives him all new motivation.
Yes, it does. Briggs says it was weird how we got like one scene of Audra in the remake. I agree with that, and she was like, she was bitchy. You got the sense that they were not happy together whatsoever.
It was
so it's
really
like
bizarre. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. It was like these,
Now, to be fair, I haven't read the book. So
Okay.
I don't know if Audra being such a large part of the story in 1990 was something that they added, or if they just decided to leave it out in the book and they decided to leave it out in the remake. Either way, it was a mistake to leave it out of the remake, I thought.
Well, okay, Pinhead, I appreciate your comments on the audio being good. Merrigan Beltron, appreciate it. Bald Diggy says, what happened to your road trip thing?
It's still happening.
It's still happening. We are still filming. We have filmed six
episodes out of 10.
Out of 10. First episode premieres on Halloween.
Yes. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. We are sending out those links and everything. We'll make sure you get in on that. Brother, man, Jack, dude.
Thank you for asking.
Yes. Billy Judd brings up here, and this is such a cringe moment, Anna. He says, hey, remember the skateboard kid death from It Chapter 2? Unfortunately, I do. That in the House of Mirrors, or the whatever it was, and Pennywise turns into like a salivating dog.
Yeah, like lapping at the window. It was really bizarre.
That was...
It was like they didn't,
so cringe.
That's what we got instead of Audra, is his worry, his concern with saving another child because he wasn't able to save Georgie, and it doesn't play as well at all.
Yeah.
Especially when he doesn't save the kid. We have to watch the kid basically explode.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if it's... Yeah.
After Pennywise goes into quite possibly the worst CGI of the movie, and that's really saying something.
Yeah.
The Wile E. Coyote, Pepe Le Pew tongue was not working for me at all.
Yeah.
Yes, the Diabolical Doctor says him and DOD chilled with us while we were filming an episode in Point Pleasant, West Virginia. That is true, folks. That is true. They most certainly did, and we had a wonderful time.
Yeah, we did. We had an awesome time. It was great.
Yeah. But yeah, I totally agree. The Audra thing was just, it gave some motivation there where it was needed.
Yeah. Well, some, adult motivation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's, I mean, don't get me wrong. I know we're all still working things out from our childhood, blah, 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 blah. I mean, it does start to feel like blah, 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 blah.
Now, here's one thing I will say on It 2017. It did have its problems, especially with Chapter 2. I like Chapter 1 a lot better. I saw both in theaters, and that's where I'm going with this. It's like, it is a remake.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I would like to see more original stuff and everything like that. But it is a remake, The first one was a mini TV series that had some budget constraints to a degree,
Yeah, of course.
clearly.
Yeah.
And, being a mini series on TV, there's obviously some constraints there as well.
Right.
You cannot show as much, so possibly worthy of a remake. Like, there's, stuff they could do with it. Throw more money at it. Put it in theaters.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be limited by the television rating system. That's cool. Totally valid.
Yeah.
Reasons to remake that. And I will say, at the time, I thought people were going, it was overrated. I did.
Okay.
While I did like Chapter 1 a good bit, I still thought it was, because people were acting like it was the scariest damn thing that's ever been released and all this.
Well, you have to remember that's a lot of people who have never seen the original.
That's true.
And the story itself is one of the scariest things ever.
But, I will say, though, despite that, looking back on it, it was a really cool time for horror. Now, not, like...
You mean when the remake came out?
Yeah, because it was so huge. Like, that is the biggest theatrical release for horror ever.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, it made more money than any other damn thing else, monetarily. But it was, everybody in the world at that point was watching horror.
Yeah.
Which is what was cool. Now, was it a good year for horror in the sense, no, literally everything coming out that year was either a remake or a sequel, I remember. It was pretty crazy. But man, it was cool how horror took the world by storm there for a little minute. And it was also cool because I was in the theater, man, and we're sitting there getting ready for this to happen. And now, you've been there. It was at Summersville.
Okay.
Very small theater. Mm-hmm. It has 4 screens. Mm-hmm. And it's the old school shit. There's no steps. There's nothing like that. It's just a slanted floor.
Yeah.
And the seats do not recline in any way.
No, it's just
it's
a great old school theater for sure.
The sound isn't the best and all this.
Don't matter.
But you know how small this place is. I'm sitting there getting ready to watch It 2017 for the first time. I look over, man, and a kid in a yellow slicker carrying a red balloon comes down the aisle and then back.
That's
and I was
awesome.
like, oh my God, that is so cool.
Yeah, somebody really cool owns that movie theater.
Yeah, that was really
that's awesome.
Badass.
Yeah, that is cool.
So
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, now I will say, one of the things I think they really got right with Chapter 2 of the remake, and that I really enjoyed, or at least was right for me, I'm not sure if it was,
Mm-hmm.
It felt like a carnival ride. It felt like something being orchestrated by a freaking clown. You know what I mean? It really took you on this, up and down, and kind of there's all the shape-shifting CGI. There's all this stuff going on. There's so much going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that aspect of it, I liked. I liked that feeling I had while I watched it in the movie theater. I was like, it's like a carnival ride.
Yeah.
That was fun. That was exciting. I liked that.
Chapter 2's rough for me. I did like the lighting and the cinematography carnivals and stuff like that offer, though.
Yeah. I
do like that. I remember liking the beginning. How did you feel about that, the thing with Richie and Eddie in Chapter 2, where, Richie secretly had a crush on him the entire time, and I guess that explains why he bullied him so much.
Yeah.
How did you feel about that? Because that was something that was definitely missing from the 90s version.
It's funny because I rewatched the 90s version after watching the remake.
Mm-hmm.
And I can see why they would have pulled that. You know what I mean? It didn't seem like a reach at all.
Mm.
It felt like, oh, I get I see where they got that. Like, I see where they could have been inspired to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it made sense to me. And
Yeah.
it's not something that bothered me at all. As a matter of fact, I kind of liked it. Like, I liked that because they don't give Richie a lot of room to be human, you know, with all of his joking and all of his, you know what I mean? And that really cracked that open for me.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
But
that
like he did have like this soft spot for like he was secretly in love with Eddie.
With his best friend.
Yeah,
you know
I want to see how
like,
everybody out there feels about that, because that was definitely like, you know, somewhat of a shocker when they introduced that. Briggs says it was weird because in the book they talk about how Eddie loved Bill. So if there's any subtext in a faithful adaptation, it should have been that.
Yeah, but it's like that. Then Bill's the magic vagina.
Yeah, Bill is the magic
Sorry,
vagina. Yeah.
Let us explain that phrase to you.
Yeah. Okay.
Viewers.
Yeah. So yeah.
It's a phrase we use when someone is the love interest of everyone in the movie.
Yeah.
Like, it's what? Why? What? There's a whole group of people. Why does everybody love the same person?
Yeah.
Like, so that just would have made me, for me at least, that just would have made me laugh. I would have been, okay, everybody loves Bill. Got it. Like,
there was
I like spreading the love a little bit.
Yeah. Which that wasn't the only homosexual stuff they added in there. Like, they added that whole kill in the beginning, which brings this up for me. I did like the bullies. The bullies in the remake were a little more of their own people. Like, they were a little more fleshed out, man. Like, we got Patrick Hockstetter, who is, you know, supposed to be worse than any of them. Like, he's supposed to be worse than Henry Bowers and everything. You know, we don't get a lot of time with him, but I mean, holy shit, he was going to catch who was it, Ben on fire?
Yeah.
Jeez, man.
After Henry carves his name into some.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's some intense bullying.
Yeah.
Like, unreal almost.
Yeah, so I mean, there's a little, you know, there's some differences. What was okay, so Mike in the original is like the historian.
Yeah, I thought that was an interesting change. What do you know in the book, Briggs, of who is doing all that? Because I thought that it gave, for me, it gave Mike in the 1990 version a little more agency.
Yeah.
And that he kind of lost in the remake.
Yeah, in the remake, they make Ben the...
Yeah.
You know, which he is the new kid and all that, and he's like, you know...
Yeah. But it gives him a lot of age. You know what I mean? There's already other things that are special
because he has the Beverly love interest,
he's got the Beverly
he's the
love
new kid, he's getting bullied.
And he's getting bullied, and you know...
Yeah.
And then Mike is just kind of...
Okay, so Briggs does say Mike Hanlon is the historian in the novel.
Okay, yeah, it was a weird thing to take away from him, I thought. Yeah.
So I don't know. It looks like the voting on the night, people like the original better. I'm going to go ahead and end that poll. Let's see what we have here. Let's look at our results. Our results is...
Wow, by a large margin.
Is better. It 1990 won with 77% of the votes.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy. And, you know, I didn't do a poll up on it. We can do it right now just for, you know, just for goodness sakes. Between Tim Curry and Bill Skarsgård. So, and just, you know, get the official word, but everybody in the chat said that they liked Tim Curry better.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not even sure you need to pull that.
Yeah. I'm gonna let you know what, I'm gonna make it fair. I'm gonna get the official numbers.
The official numbers.
The official numbers, Tim Curry or Bill Skarsgård.
I'm voting.
You're voting? Uh-oh.
I always vote.
Anna's vote. Billy Judd says, and since both the 2018 timeline and the other timelines ignore the regular timeline, does that mean that Annie Brackett or Linda Day Van Clerk will be alive? Who knows, Billy Judd? Who knows, brother? Okay, so what else about the 1990 and the 2017 version? What did you feel about the Indian timeline? Like the Indian.
You know, it's funny.
Plot point.
It felt, whether Stephen King wrote that into the novel or not, it felt very Stephen King, because we get the Indian burial ground things like so often in his stories.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of feel like he must have had, during that period while he was writing, like a fascination with that, or with their culture or something.
Yeah.
My only problem, or I should say my biggest problem with it in the remake, was that it didn't go anywhere. It didn't work. And so it felt like a waste of time, like a waste of... and like a silly thing to talk about if it wasn't going to pay off.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they could have replaced that bullshit with the Audra thing.
Absolutely.
You know, Bill's wife. Instead, we have Mike Hanlon tricking everyone back, taking them on these hallucinogenic journeys. You know, well, the Indians, man, they fought this evil spirit before, and this is what they did and conquered it.
You know, and the interesting thing is like, they could have used that. They could have used the use of the psychedelic. I mean, considering the way it's being used in psychology right now, it's like they could have used that to open Bill up to basically Pennywise psychology, and the fact that, like, what they do have to do, where they do have to get mentally before they're able to defeat him. But they don't use it for that. They use it for this, Native American ritual that ultimately doesn't work. So it was a little,
Yeah. Yeah.
So not only do the characters get drawn into this thing is going to work, so does the audience. And so it's this very bizarre moment in the movie when it doesn't.
Yeah.
It's anticlimactic right in the middle of your film's climax.
Yeah.
A little bizarre.
Yeah, super weird. And then you feel... Yeah, they should have done that better, because it's like... They have this whole thing, right? This, whatever. This whole, like, convoluted plan to take out this grand scheme that's going to defeat Pennywise once and for all, right?
Yeah.
And they go through with it, and it completely fails, and it turns out all they had to do was something that's just basic as fuck. Like, super basic. So you go from that high to that low, and we literally watch Pennywise melt.
Yeah.
Into a puddle of CGI.
Now, if I were going to fix it, because I'm full of shit and think I can fix movies. If I were going to fix it, I would have combined the two. Like, the ritual wasn't going to work. He was too big, he was too this or that to get him into the little box unless they made him feel small. And so that you had, if you had combined the two, that first they had to get to this place where they no longer feared him, then they could complete the ritual. And so you got to see the, like, mystical, the lights and the sucking, and then he ends up in the box. Like, that would have been, like, I want to see the ritual. I want to see that work. I want to see the mysticism and the whatever, like, and see it work. Like, I think, but having, so maybe, like, if they needed both of those elements in the movie for whatever reason.
Hey, Jonas! He sent us $10!
Jonas!
Who the hell? Hey, that goes, he not only just became stream boss, but he gave us $10 towards our ultimate Halloween 2022 bash.
Yay!
Yes!
Thank you, Jonas!
Jonas, you savage. He's a savage animal.
Yeah. Thanks, Jonas.
Yes, thank you, Jonas. You're the best, bro. Bad to the bone. As he likes to say, bad to the bone. What a beast. But yeah, I agree with you, man. Like, they could have done something way better than with what we got there, man. I mean, they defeat Pennywise by calling him a clown. And then he melts into a fucking Who Framed Roger Rabbit pile of goo that's not even as good as Who Framed, because he's CGI. His fucking head melts.
Yeah.
You know? He looked like you left a Laffy Taffy on the dashboard of your car. You know what I'm saying? I mean...
Melting. Yeah.
So, you know, that wasn't good. And I will say, man, you know, the acting, the actors, especially the adult actors in the original wasn't the best. And, you know, I love John Ritter, though. I will say that. But, I mean, there, you know, you had, like, what was it, John Boy Walton or whatever was one of the fucking... But...
Yeah, he was also in that movie, his Battle Beyond the Stars.
You know, there was definitely some cons about the 1990 version, too. Yeah. You know, it's just... the 2017 one, you know, we have lived with the 90s version so long.
Right.
You know, it is what it is by this point.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we watched it as kids.
Yeah.
You know, so it's easier to sit here
scared us as kids.
and talk about the 2017 and critique the 2017 versions, chapter 1 and 2. But at the end of the day...
we like both of them.
We like both of them.
Yeah.
You know, pick whichever one you like the most. I think Tim Curry Pennywise is the best Pennywise.
He's so good.
You know.
In everything.
But there's good and bad about both of them.
Absolutely.
It was cool that kind of attention got brought to horror.
Absolutely.
It was a great experience going in and having a kid Pennywise. And
it was, for me, it was awesome to see, like, big named actors in a horror film again.
Yes.
Like, I feel like we've lost a lot of that. Like, you're going to go to see the new horror film and you're not going to see anybody you actually know.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Or if you do, it's a side character from that other movie that you really like. You know what I mean? Where it's like...
I do want to take this opportunity. People may be able to hear this on stream right now. I'll move my mic over to the window here in just a second, but it is absolutely pouring down the rain.
Pouring. So
if we get cut off, we've lost power and or internet. But I'm going to move. I'm just going to give you guys a little preview of... and, well, my mic is all coiled up. But can you guys hear this? My mic's not even close to because I have it coiled up and I don't want to undo it and end up messing up the stream. But WV Thunderstorm ASMR, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I miss the hell out of John Ritter. He was so great. We just watched him in Bride of Chucky again the other day, because I make Anna watch that every other day.
Me. We love that movie. We love that movie.
Yeah, we do. We love it.
Yeah. What do y'all think of the kid and adult versions of Bill in 1990 and 2017?
I like them both. I think they both did a great job. I like Jonathan Brandis, who played Bill in the original, because, like I said, he was in that Sidekicks movie with Chuck Norris, and I like that movie, even if it is bad.
Yeah.
And I do know that Jonathan Brandis went on to kill himself.
Aww.
So I feel bad for him, but I think he was a great child actor.
Yeah, he was great. I like both as well. I will say I like the casting for the 2017, both for the child and adult of Bill better. I like the remake.
Oh, okay.
But it's like by margins, you know what I mean? It's nothing huge. Like I just thought I thought that the young man who plays Bill in the remake, he felt like somebody who would belong to the Losers Club.
Yes.
And Jonathan Brandis really didn't. He was kind of the cool kid who happened to have a stutter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so it just kind of didn't click quite as well for me. Whereas this kid, like, I don't know. Like, there's something, like, just a little more heart-wrenching about him for me. You know? And then, I love James McAvoy. So...
Okay. So, Gory Tiger here says, I wasn't disappointed by Skarsgård. It's just that he's used to Tim Curry.
Right?
That's, I think, you know...
I mean, I almost feel bad for him about it, because I don't think anybody would critique his performance as hard if he was literally reprising the role of almost any other actor.
Yeah.
I mean, it's how do you take over from Tim Curry?
Yeah, man,
because
that's tough.
Anything the magical thing that Tim Curry does for every character he plays is he brings something almost nobody else can bring.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's so natural for him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and so
I
don't know, magical. And so it's like then you just ask like an actor to come in and it's like, you know, play this character that Tim Curry played. And it's like, what? You want me to what?
Good luck.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
I mean, imagine somebody else playing Dr. Frankenfurter.
Yeah.
Imagine somebody else playing Darkness. You know, it's just like...
Yeah.
Okay.
How are you going to do that?
Yeah.
You know, you're going to get your ass bashed.
Yeah.
For any of that. No matter who it is. You know, I don't give a damn, you know.
Yeah.
Who it is.
Yeah.
You're going to get owned. So people feel free to ask any of your questions. Send them our way. We will do our best to answer them. I did want to take this moment to say, if you want to be in a Talk Horror video, the stream is getting a little bit of an upgrade. I told you all I am constantly working on making the live streams better. You know, especially with all these kick-ass donations people keeps throwing our way, man.
Yeah.
You know, Anna has her own microphone now. I'm working on setting that up. She has her own camera now. I'm working on setting that up. I mean, things are getting better around here. Tons of new equipment in. But one of the things is I am going to have a countdown timer before live streams start, so that way you're not sitting here staring at a blank screen. So, one thing I want to do to make things better is I'm going to have a starting soon with a countdown timer on it, and I'm thinking about showing a video until the stream starts to keep everyone occupied, and it will be stuff like bloopers. Mm-hmm. And
of which we have plenty.
Of which we have a plenty. And maybe even some Talk Horror content. But one thing I'm wanting to do is shoot almost a commercial.
Kind of almost PSAs.
Yeah, kind of almost PSAs, but it's like a hype reel, like almost a trailer.
Gotcha.
For what Talk Horror is, what's coming, what Talk Horror Live is coming. So, if you want to be in that video, I had an idea where we could take user-submitted videos, almost like they're testimonials. They can be funny or they can be serious.
And create like a montage.
And create a montage. So, what?
What would be an example?
That's what I was going to... Like, I thought you had one coming up. I was like, ooh, Anna's about to unleash that fury on us, baby. So, picture this as an example. You could have, like, a funny one that's like... I wasn't performing in the bedroom until I found Talk Horror. You know, and then... or, you know, I have a friend who owns a hearse. A couple of friends, actually, now.
A couple of friends. That's his life.
And it could be an up-close shot of this person that says, Talk Horror saved me a bunch of money on my car insurance. And then it flashes out and they're standing with their arms crossed, leaning up against their hearse.
Hey, he's written it for them. See?
That could be a funny one. We could have a serious one, you know.
Oh, man, I would do, if I was doing one, I would do like a Calgon Take Me Away, but it's Talk Horror.
Yeah.
You know, the bubble bath.
Yeah.
I've had a horrible day. I'm gonna relax to some Talk Horror.
Been on my feet all day. Work
Talk
days
horror,
are so
take
hard.
me away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on.
I used to be stuck in traffic and have anger management problems yelling at other drivers. Now I just listen to Talk Horror on my drives home, and, you know, it could be anything. Well, I guess... But if anyone wants to be in this video, this commercial we're doing, I've talked to Jonas. He's going to make it happen. I have a friend I'm going to talk to and see if they'll do it.
And how would these fine folks submit their video to you?
Let me tell you about how you can submit those videos to me, kind folks. You could email them to me at contact@talkhorror.com or talkhorror@gmail.com.
Is there any way for you to put those up on the screen with your magic?
No, but I will put it in the chat.
Okay.
talkhorror@gmail.com. Go ahead and send your video submissions there, and I will do my best to get you featured in a Talk Horror video. I am Bojangles, after all.
Mr. Bojangles.
Brojangles.
Yeah.
Brojangles. Bo Daddy, as Briggs calls me. So, Briggs, are you going to be in this awesome commercial thing I'm going to do?
Oh, it's not up to him. If he doesn't make his own video, I'm going to show everybody the footage of him being attracting the Mothman with his light sticks.
Yeah, Briggs. So you...
Either or, Briggs. It's up to you.
Yeah. I bet we could get Necro to be in one.
Oh, easy. Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yep.
Get him to do one. We could get the kids to do one, maybe, perhaps. Yep. I don't know, YouTube or dicks about that. But we'll see. We shall see. Briggs says, of course he'll get me a testimonial. Yeah. So, yeah, Mike Nation, if you want to be in a video, you go right ahead, man. Shoot something up, send it my way, we'll make it happen. Another idea I had was, my wardrobe was severely lacking. But I don't have to worry about that anymore with the new fall line of Talk Horror sweaters, hoodies, all this shit, man.
Oh, we're going to have some new designs coming up.
JP says he'll slap a zipper on his face.
Yes, JP, please.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. Yeah. That's going to be great.
Yeah, man, that'd be cool, man. Serious, funny, scary. However you want to do it, man. Talk Horror allowed me to come out and be my true self. Zip. Yeah, Jonas is ready for some new merch, baby. We got it in the works.
Yep.
We have it in the works. But yes, so the new starting soon screen should be coming up very soon. Like, that is the next step in enhancing the stream. And I do like how Briggs said that you gotta admit the stream is looking a lot better.
Cool. Yay!
I hope it's looking better and sounding better.
You win.
I do win.
Yeah. Now, when are you getting Briggs back on the stream? We miss you,
I don't
Briggs.
know. We need to talk with the old Briggster and see when he wants to come on and do an episode. Speaking of which...
I feel like the horror fam misses his expertise.
They do. But
I'm just here for the lulz, I feel like.
That's true. But speaking of which, we do have a special guest coming up very soon. She is a filmmaker.
Oh, that's right.
We recently watched her horror film.
We did. We watched it over the weekend.
She is friends with JP.
Yep.
And she said anytime I want her on, she will make that happen. So we're going to have our second filmmaker guest.
Awesome.
Well, third, because technically I'm a filmmaker.
There you go.
Yeah.
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 I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be really cool.
I know, and I'm, hoping to get out there and work on some projects with her. So that will be really interesting. That's going to be a really fun chat.
Yeah.
So that is coming up, folks. She made a horror movie about a what would you call it? A scary roommate? I mean, what the hell would you call it?
It's kind of a serial killer?
Serial killer roommate, and it's supposed to be based on a real story, so I'm eager to talk to her about that. Like, okay, so what actually happened here?
Yeah.
Were you shacked up with this chick?
Oh, it can't be
it
actually
can't be,
happened to her, right? Like,
I hope not.
I hope not. Oh, God.
But, I'm wanting to see.
Oh, I hope it's more of a ripped from the headlines kind of thing and she didn't actually live through that.
Yeah. So, oh my God, Briggs is asking us because I told him we watched a movie on Netflix called The Rental.
Oh.
And how subpar that was. That Dave Franco movie we watched.
Yeah, no, we're not talking to Dave Franco on this
No,
stream.
we're not. Dave Franco is, as they say in the biz, uninvited. Yeah, JP says it's based on true events.
Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah, that showed up right there in the beginning, and then as it's progressed, I was like, oh my God, what happened here? Ay, ay, ay.
Creepy. Really creepy.
Very creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Briggs, if you are wanting to be on a future podcast, don't leave people hanging. When did you want to make that happen, bud?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, and if you're going to have this writer, producer, actress extraordinaire on, like, you'll have to give everybody a heads up with enough time to see the movie before her stream.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's called Heart of the Home.
Heart of the Home. You can find it on Amazon.
Amazon, Apple, iTunes, or whatever. Pretty much anywhere.
Yeah.
YouTube, if I remember right.
It's an indie horror film.
It is very indie. So, don't expect, like, explosions and Michael Bay.
No, it really is, like, this really great lady decided she was going to make a horror film. So it's like, imagine if, it's like she did it. Like, it's a scary movie.
I'm not,
creepy.
I'm not going to sit here and tell everybody it's the, the greatest. It's not. It's, I'm not going to tell people it's whatever. But she sat out to make a horror film and she completed it. So I'll support that.
Yeah, well, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I will get her on here and I will talk with her, and she's going to make another horror film soon, and she says she hopes I can be involved with it, and that would be really cool.
Yeah.
She wanted to do it, and they did it, man, and I know how hard that shit is.
Absolutely. I mean, how many things in life do you, like, I wish I could do that, I want to do that, and you never do it. So I'm always like, bravo to anybody who actually gets it done.
A lot of people talk, and they don't,
Yep.
I mean, for God's sakes, I got offered today to go shoot another movie and had to turn it down.
Yeah. Busy.
Very busy with other projects, but...
Trying to get you guys Weird and Wonderful.
Yeah, the Weird and Wonderful, the road trip series we're doing, and also, we are traveling, and we have the podcast. I mean, there's
a lot.
Way too much going on. So this woman wanted to make a movie, and she sat out to make a damn movie, and she made one, and we have sat at home and watched it across the damn country.
Yeah.
So good for her.
She's winning at life.
Briggs, or Jonah says, we should definitely watch Worst Roommate Ever on Netflix. Crazy shit. Yeah, there you go, man. End of summer, Grassman Nightmare. Welcome to the stream, dude. Glad you made your way in. Briggs says he could do this Thursday. Do you guys want to see Briggs this Thursday on live stream?
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
All right, we got to discuss a topic, Briggs. You're going to have to come through, man. But, yeah, any Pennywise, Scar, or any of that right now, man, any questions, we will answer them. It 1990, It Chapter 1, 2, whatever, baby. Throw them our way.
Come on. What do you want to know? What do you think?
Yeah, Jim Harbaugh, that Jaws hat is badass. Hell yeah, thank you, man. I'm rocking the end of summer vibes, dude.
Yep.
We're putting it in the old coffin and burying it out back.
Yeah, I mean, we decorated for Halloween last week.
We sure as shit did.
Yeah. I mean,
sure as shit.
And then it's like, then we dove back into summer by floating down the river this weekend.
Yes. Yes, we did.
But it feels like fall in this house because we're just
oh my God,
Halloween
it's so
explosion.
comfortable. It's so wonderful in our home right now,
and we just can't stop. We picked up more stuff this weekend.
Yeah, we did. Look at my new Reagan. And
it's probably hard to tell on the stream, but her head is on backwards.
Yeah, let me lean out and let the camera focus on the wonderful Reagan.
Yeah. So
But
I don't know if you can see, but her feet are pointed this way.
Yes.
So they made this cute little plushie, and they put her head on backwards.
Yes.
I love
Yes.
it. I love it.
I love it. Oh, real quick, I did want to say the woman I was talking about that was that made that movie, and she wants to be a guest. She is possibly listening to the podcast tonight. So if you're out there, Elizabeth, thank you for tuning in.
Thank
I really
you.
appreciate it.
We liked your
Cannot
movie.
wait to have you on here, and I cannot wait to work with you. So show what else now. Anna picked this up for me, not Reagan. I found Reagan and had to have her immediately.
She's a dog toy.
She is a dog toy, but hey, she's not a dog toy in this house.
Why would you give her to a dog?
And I've been torturing Anna with her because we'll be sitting on the couch and I'll be like, fuck me, fuck me.
Yeah.
Like she has to, or your mother sucks cocks in hell.
This is my life.
But Anna found me this. We went back to Spirit Halloween this week. I'm going to pop my head out so the camera will focus. This is a plush Sam from Trick or Treat.
He's so cute. He's got his bag.
Yep. She found him for me.
He's got his lolly.
He was the last one.
He's got his little booties.
Yeah.
And he's just a plush toy.
And he's a plush toy.
So you can squeeze him.
And I wanted him, and we carried him around the whole time because I was scared somebody would snag
Last
him.
one. He was the
Last
only one.
one.
Because he wasn't there when we were there a week ago.
No.
And then
No.
suddenly
And then
there
suddenly
he is
there
this
he
week,
is,
and
and-
there's only one.
Yep. He is mine. He is absolutely mine.
Oh, yeah, I got the cutest picture of Steven snuggling him on the couch last night.
Yeah, you did.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Come on, my friends. This is what we do in this house, folks.
This is how we watch movies now,
Yeah.
on the couch.
And Reagan just totally, just has to throw a wave Anna's way.
Oh, and we do. We
Every
sit
now
there
and
and I have Reagan, he has Sam, and we wave at each other.
We totally do, man. So, all
Some
those,
behind the scenes. This is how we live our lives.
all those kind donations we got
Yeah.
from our record stream, a lot of it went to equipment. A lot.
A lot, most.
Most.
But some of it.
But some of it...
Thanks, everybody.
And honestly, I stopped checking my bank account because I'm telling myself that it's all from donations, but really, I'm probably just spending way too much money on this shit. But hey, I wanted it, and I've got it. And it has brought us so many smiles
So
and
much-
moments of joy.
So much joy.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Jim Harbaugh says the original It is fun, but it just isn't scary watching this as an adult. The recent one is scarier, but Tim Curry is just a hilarious asshole clown. Yeah. Oh my God, dude. The way he tortures the kids and the adults is just wonderful. Like, he is such an asshole.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you have Prince Albert in a can? You do? Well, you better let the poor guy out.
But imagine
he's just fucking raising hell in the background, man.
imagine how insane that would make you. Because no one else can see him,
No.
and he won't shut up. Like,
Yeah.
you're trying to hold a conversation with someone who can't see this guy, can't hear this guy, can't whatever, and here you've got this thing who is capable of killing you.
Yes.
Like, torturing you.
Yeah. Just mentally torturing the shit out of you, man.
Yeah.
And like I said, he gets that party winder thing, and he's just raising hell in the back. I'm like, oh my God. That's probably my favorite part of the fucking movie.
Yeah. But it makes you want to kill him with fire.
JP!
JP!
Donated $20, and he said, in case Lisa is still watching.
Clapping.
Oh, is that the nickname for Elizabeth? Lisa? Is that how I should refer to her?
Clapping.
Clapping? Yes, clap. Whee! Briggs, I want you to show this Sam to Diane, please. Please make sure Diane sees
This
Sam.
Sam?
Yeah,
Super
he's
Sam.
clapping. Fill up Sam's bag. That's what we're doing, man. $30 now on the night towards our Halloween Bash 2022.
Beverly's husband had such a powerful business mullet, he should have been in Roadhouse getting his ass kicked by Patrick Swayze.
Yeah! Oh, goddamn.
yeah.
Jim Harbaugh wins comment of the night.
Yes.
It goes to Jim. Thank you.
Yeah.
Dude, while I was making that movie and we were living out of a hotel for 2 weeks, how many times did I make you watch Roadhouse?
So many times.
Because it was on cable. And
so
we
just kept watching it.
Yeah. We just watched Roadhouse.
And Golden Girls.
And Jonas, by the way, no. Jonas, totally Anna. Rep Sophia, baby.
He loves little babies.
Jonas said, dick. Jonas says that the 1990 Pennywise is a lot like Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
Yes, just torturing these motherfuckers to death, man. Grassman Nightmare wants to know, what is our worst nightmare? Oh my god, dude, I had like nightmares all night last night, I remember.
Yeah. I had some weird dreams last night too. What did we eat?
No shit, man.
Some weird dreams. I have really vivid, bizarre dreams though.
Mm-hmm.
Even good ones are like, they're vivid and bizarre.
Yeah.
Like very surreal. I know a lot of people dream about like what happened that day, and it's all very kind of realistic.
Oh my god, wait. Briggs says,
what?
don't tell the Grassman your nightmare, Steve. Didn't you hear the legend? What? Grassman Nightmare collects nightmares just to use them against us? What's the legend, Briggs?
Do tell.
Do tell, brother. Jim Harbaugh, yes, you win the trophy, man.
Oh, and
For
he
sure.
says in the book, Derry practically explodes after Pennywise dies. All hell breaks loose.
Shit.
We
need to read the book.
I love that Stephen King does that in his books.
Yeah, like he'll just fuck it.
Like, I feel like I love the original film adaptation of Carrie, but for me, that is what is missing from the movie versus all hell breaks loose. She practically destroys the entire town, and I love that. I love it. And then
Okay, so JP does say she prefers Elizabeth. So Elizabeth it is. Elizabeth is the filmmaker friend who wants to be on the podcast.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm waiting for the Grassman legend.
Yeah, what's the Grassman legend, Briggs? Briggs says, if you tell the Grassman your nightmare,
your ass is grass.
Oh my god.
I hate you.
Oh my word.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Let's do the Grassman 3 a.m. challenge. The Grassman Midnight Challenge, babe. We'll just go into the bathroom and tell our nightmare into the mirror.
Grassman.
Yeah. And then I'll just pull down my shorts and you tell me if my ass is now grass, as it were.
It probably is.
It probably is. My ass is grass.
His ass is literally grass. But do you have a worst nightmare?
Worst nightmare.
Or one you would even want to share? His worst nightmare.
Like I said, when I was a kid, Chucky tormented the shit out of me, and I had like a lot of nightmares with him for some reason. The worst are always the ones where like you wake up and like everything's as it were. Like you wake up in bed or whatever, and then crazy shit goes down again, and you woke up inside your own dream.
The dream within a dream?
The dream within a dream.
Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, so that's always pretty bad.
Yeah. That's pretty bad. I remember a werewolf dream I had as a kid that was pretty terrifying. Like, there was a church near our house, my childhood home, and the church had an outhouse. And I remember, like, walking toward the church, and that fucking werewolf came out of the outhouse. And chased me. That was a scary one. I don't know, man. I've had a few.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell, man. My mind comes up with so much stuff. It's hard to tell what would be my scariest nightmare.
Yeah.
Do you have one?
I mean, it's like, I do, and I think it's like probably gonna come across super cheesy, but for like my worst nightmares are people I love dying. Like they are both. If somebody just asked me what's the scariest thing you could think of, like that would be true. But also, I do in fact have those nightmares. And they always are the worst for me. I wake up the next day and they bothered me the whole day.
Damn.
You know, whereas like a nightmare about like a monster or a scary dude or whatever, like they'll scare me really bad in the moment, and then I go back to sleep and I, may or may not even remember it the next day. But it's like if I dream that someone I love died, it bothers me the whole next day. It's like I have to call them and check on them. I have to like
those suck.
Oh, they're horrible. Like so, as cheesy as it sounds, it's like absolutely true.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I remember when I was a kid, like one of the shittiest ones was like I had such a realistic dream that I got a motorcycle, a dirt bike, because I wanted a dirt bike ever since I've been little. I had four-wheelers, you know that. Like I grew up with four-wheelers or ATVs as people call them. Love them. Passion of mine.
Yeah.
But I always wanted a dirt bike. Like that was just always inside of me for some reason. I dreamed I had one. It was so much fun, so badass. And then I woke up and I was like,
and you didn't have it?
Where's my dirt bike? Like I was it was so badass. Like, I went outside and everything. Like, do I really have a dirt bike?
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah. I own one now. I had to have one. Like that dream had to fucking manifest.
Childhood dream fulfilled.
Yeah. Jim Harbaugh. Pet Sematary is about only horror movie I can't watch. The boy Gage getting hit by a car is too much, man. I love that movie.
Yeah. But I get you. That is rough.
Yeah, not the remake. I love the original Pet Sematary. I will say that. Silver Bullet is badass. Why, by the way, Uncle Red is one of the best horror movie characters ever. Jim Harbaugh, I totally agree with that, man.
Yeah.
Gary Busey nailed that role.
It's hilarious.
Nailed that role, man.
Kind of reminds me of some of my uncles.
Yeah. But man, he nailed that role, dude.
Yeah.
You can tell he's not even acting from the script. He's so natural.
They were like, be an uncle, go. And he's like, all right.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Let's see here. Briggs says, poor Bo. Yeah, man, that shit was so disheartening.
Yeah.
And like, my stepdad took me out because, him and my mom had the four-wheelers and stuff. And we were looking to get me a dirt bike. Mm-hmm. And they split up before I could get my dirt bike. So I had to be an adult because there's no in hell my grandma was going to let me own a dirt bike. No way. I was an adult before I got one, but by God, I finally got my dirt bike. And as you know, I will not let it go for anything.
No.
Like,
not even so that we can have a four-wheeler.
Or a side-by-side. Like, I would love to have a side-by-side so much. I
but you can't. I mean, it's a childhood dream. You can't.
Or a four-wheeler.
How can you let that go?
A side-by-side is because I'm so tall. I feel bad for you sitting beside of me on a four-wheeler. So I feel like a side-by-side you could be... Well, yeah, you do get to cuddle me the whole time. But, yeah, man. The dirt bike, like, I gotta keep.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a thing. I gotta always own one now until I die.
Until you die.
I'll be fucking,
Until he dies. Well, you're just gonna be like that old man who just goes out to, like, polish it. Because you can't ride it anymore.
I'll still ride it. I don't give a shit, man. If I
can just see you, like, Mr. Harvey's age. We have this, like, badass old guy in our neighborhood.
Yeah.
He's 85 years old. He's still out, like, tilling his vegetable patch. Like, he's awesome.
I'll be like Victor Miller, man. I'll be, or Mr. Harvey, man. I'll be, like, covered in tattoos and just refuse to grow old. Just riding my dirt bike, man. Yeah. That's got to be me. Let's see here. Grassman Nightmare says, yes, but that dirt bike could have cut your head off by riding through two trees with a wire and bye-bye. It could have, Grassman. Or, Clancy Brown could have came out and, like, revved it at my face and caught my scarf in it and ripped my head off.
Oh my gosh, Mike Nation, my stuffed animals would plan my death. You could see them planning.
Oh my God, Mike Nation, that's a hell of a...
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was very scary at the time, but that's...
Mike Nation, hey, you and Jim Harbrog, man, hit that subscribe button and come in here every time we do one of these, please.
Look, and
please.
then your ass would be grass.
Yeah. Please make that happen, man. Become part of the horror fam forever. We will gladly take you. Jim Harbaugh, how about bringing Corey Feldman back as Tommy Jarvis in Friday 13th movie and set it after part 4? Bad idea or good idea?
Good idea.
Hey, but I'm always with Tom Matthews. Tom Matthews is Tommy. He's my favorite Tommy Jarvis.
Yeah, but.
Yeah, that would be fucking fun, man. That'd be so. That'd be so cool.
I love it.
Yeah, because, like, well, think about it, man. Like,
good or bad, I'd love it.
Yeah, most of your horror movies, you have your Laurie Strodes, you have your Nancy's.
Yeah.
We did get a dude, Scream Queen, essentially.
Yeah, Tommy Jarvis, absolutely.
Tommy Jarvis, and he's spanned,
He's the final guy instead of the final girl.
He is.
The final bro.
The final bro. That's an inside joke, everybody. We're working on a story. We're working on a script for a movie.
The final bro.
The final bro. We talked about it on another stream. It's become like this thing.
It's become a thing.
Jim Harbaugh, bring back Reggie the Reckless. Yeah! Yes, don't forget him in Return of the Living Dead. Absolutely
love
not.
Him.
We love him.
Yeah.
Freddy.
Yep.
Watch your mouth, boy, if you like or watch your tongue, boy, if you like this job. Like this job! You know? Oh, man. Look at JP. What a total badass. Kicking it as Stream Boss.
Stream Boss.
American Beltron says, good idea. Who could direct it? Why not bring Sean S. Cunningham back? Why not? I don't know. Who could direct it? Give it to James Wan.
There you
we
go.
trust him most of the time.
These things are made by the Army Corps of Engineers.
Yeah. Leak, hell nah. Dude, bring in Ronnie Yu. There we go. Why not?
We're ready.
Anna, did you show off your lovely Poltergeist mug?
Every week.
Custom made by Everything Horror Collector and his lovely wife.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank y'all, ma'am.
Love it.
So how was everyone doing tonight? Did everyone enjoy the stream, just sitting here bullshitting about the It films? Yes. Did everyone hit the thumbs up? Did everyone subscribe? Did everyone send us their money? What's going on, guys?
Did everyone send us their money?
Yeah, we need we officially need the what is it, the skull beer bong now with the spinal cord?
Yeah. Not that we'll use it as a beer bong, but
yeah, not that we, but we have decided that we actually do need that now. Yes, Everything Horror Collector, thanks for adding to the Talk Horror collection. Briggs says he loves us. Jim Harbaugh says Ernie Kaltenbrunner, or what was his name? Yes, it was Kaltenbrunner. And he says he's a long-time subscriber. Jim, that's
thanks,
why, you know what? Hey, man, get you a beer. Get you some drink, bro. Love it when the old school horror fam comes in, man. Yeah, Jonas made him a nice beef stroganoff. I'm coming over to Jonas's house. Holy shit. Jonas, I'm tempted to share your story he sent to me the other night, man. I gotta get the okay on that, though. Grassman Nightmare says, love the streams, love horror. American Beltron said, yes. Man, hey, let me tell you what, Grassman. The streams love you.
Yeah.
We're having fun tonight, dude. Jonas says share away. I don't know if I should. This might be too spooky for you.
Oh, man, it's a great one.
Yeah, it might be too spooky. Briggs, the last time I told a true story, he soiled himself.
Oh, Briggs. His ass was grass.
Yeah, his ass was grass. Briggs done shit in his pantaloons.
Oh.
Yeah, Grass Man. You're part of the horror fam now. Jim Harbaugh says, just don't cross the streams. That's true. That's a good point, man. Okay, so Jonas is staying at this hotel
in
the big Tejas, San Antonio.
Mm-hmm.
And like he's sending me pictures.
Beautiful hotel.
Beautiful hotel. And then he's like, but it has these weird stains in it. And he shows me pictures of those, and it totally looks like blood stains.
Like blood splatter on the walls.
Yeah, I'm like, holy shit, dude. Okay, cool. Then he messages me, like, today. And he's like, dude. Or maybe this was yesterday morning. I can't remember. He's like, dude, holy shit, man. Like, some creepy stuff happened last night. And he said that while he was asleep or like laying down or whatever, man, it sounded like something was playing with the curtains in the room. Like the blinds or whatever. Like there was just something messing with him. And then he said that like he went to sleep and something just like started patting on the bed.
Right next to him.
Right next to him, like next to his legs. Like, hey, wake up, dick!
Ugh.
I mean, I don't know. But, yeah, something was messing with him while he was asleep.
That's horrible.
And then it seems like something else...
and then he settled down and went back to sleep. Like, Jonas, dude...
Yeah, Jonas likes to party.
With the ghosties.
With the ghosties, man. Wait until he gets out here and we go to the Glen Ferris Inn.
Oh.
Yeah. I hope Midnight Girl's working again. We can...
Yeah, where's Midnight Girl? Where's she be at?
Yeah, where you at, Midnight Girl? You know, or anybody else, man. You know, I'll totally talk them into it. Like, hey, let us walk around. I got to show Jonas this shit.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he said right there, he texted me right as it was happening at like 6 a.m. God, man. Screw all that.
Jonas, you've got a screw loose, bud. If you're you're getting haunted, like
he had to come get Bo Daddy.
And he was like, Bo!
He's like, Bo Daddy, dude. You won't believe this shit, man.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna call Bo.
I am currently being haunted
shit
right now.
Yeah, he doesn't give a frick. He's like, hey.
Oh my god.
Oh shit, he went Waverly Hills Sanatorium. Jim Harbaugh says, I spent the night at Waverly Hills in Louisville. That was pretty fun. I would love to check that out. That's on my list.
That would be cool.
Oh, Waverly Hills, Moundsville's on my list. Yeah, Jonas, first person to... Hey, man. Hey, I got you, bro.
Yeah.
I got you, bro. What the hell is that? There's a Skull beer funnel.
It's the Skull beer funnel.
Oh, my God.
JP has one and wants to send it to us.
Yeah, JP has one. Let me show people this. To show you all what the Skull beer funnel looks like. We totally need this now.
Ask
okay,
and
move your face out of the stream for me,
shall
honey.
Receive.
There you go. There is the Skull beer funnel. Check that out for those of you watching the stream rather than listening. He wants to send JP, horror fan member of the century, wants to hook us up with a Skull beer bomb. Anna is going to get crunk. Hell yeah.
Oh, God.
And Jones like, that shit's going to be trouble.
Coming in hot.
I own the record for beer bongs in our area, babe. Think about them apples, man.
That's what I look for.
You going to leave me hanging? No. That is. Going to leave me hanging or what? Get some skin. Brig says, you guys... Brig, I hold the record. I guarantee... Hey, man. Hey.
We won't eat... Well...
JP never been used. Hey, we're going to break it in right. Jim Harbaugh says, if I used the beer bong at my age, I would strongly need to evaluate my decisions, but go, wild youngsters.
Yeah, no.
Hey, Jim, man. Hey, dude.
Yep.
Live it up, bro.
Yeah.
Like old Randall Flagg in the stand, dude. You got to be a stud.
Look, we've got cool ideas for that thing. Yeah. None of which are beer bonging.
Well, now you're just going to get questions. Like, what the fuck?
I'll never tell, but...
Dirty little secret. I know your secret.
All we got to do it, babe. Hey, Georgie, you want a balloon? Gotta go with that, Tim.
You do that really well.
It's because I used to prank call people doing that.
Of course you did.
Over and over.
Of course you did.
Me? Okay, so I will share this little known fact. Donna, what up? Hey, we gotta show her the Sam. We got to show her Sam we picked up. Check out this plush love. DOD.
He's so cute. He's the cutest.
Yeah, show her them feetsies that even have like the little rubber nubbins.
Yep,
on
just
the
like
bottom
any
of it.
footsie pajamas.
Yeah. They're legit, man.
He's got his sock. He's got his lolly.
Yeah. Yeah, so when I was a kid.
When you were a young warthog.
Yes.
Yeah.
Me and my friend, good old Psycho Stitch,
Oh, Psycho Stitch.
would three-way prank call establishments. And I would do, because he can do a really good kid's voice. Like, I would do the, hey, Georgie, you want a balloon? And he would do the, do they float? And he can also, he taught me how to do the woodchuck thing that Uncle Joey can do from Full House. Did you say what? Like, he can do that really good too, but he does a good kid. So he would do the, he would do the do they float thing. And like, it's like the person we were prank calling just had to listen to us play this scene out. Like, it wasn't like there was some joke or anything. Like, we would just do the scene.
Wow.
And we did it so much until, like, because this was an establishment, cops would come in. Until they had the fucking
Cops answer the
chief
phone.
of police answer the phone.
Wow.
Yeah, this is Officer Rydell or whatever. I think I remember his name, but yeah, this is his actual name. This is Officer Rydell, and
That's awesome.
So we prank called the shit out of a place doing Pennywise until they just had to resort to having a cop answer the phone.
They had enough
Yeah.
of your shit.
They did. They had enough of my shit, as it were.
Oh my god.
Yeah, fun fact for you horror fam who are staying up late with us, that is what it was like.
What it was like.
Well, it still is. Yeah, so we should just prank call Necro after this stream, and because he's not here. This is what he gets for being a dick.
Yeah.
I would say Briggs, but
He's here.
Briggs is here.
He's here,
So it's got to be Necro, and we'll just, hey, Georgie, you want a balloon?
Yep.
Why not?
Yep.
Just hit that up, man. And then when he hangs up, we just do it again until he calls the cops, on his own sister.
Oh my god.
But you got to do it. Do they float?
Do they float?
Yeah, you got to do it. Oh my god.
Oh.
Let's see here. Jim Harbaugh. If I get called to Vegas to be a lieutenant for flag in some half-ass militia, I'll hit that beer bong. All
Right.
bets are off at that point. No shit, man.
Right.
The Diabolical Doctor says, I wish I came across...
Sing the song.
Oh, God. Baby, can you dig your man?
He's a righteous man.
Baby, do you dig... Greasy!
Greasy! I
Nice
didn't
hat,
even know
nom,
Peanut
nom,
was in
nom.
here.
Yeah, Greasy. Oh, my God. That's the first time Greasy has been stream boss.
Greasy! Congratulations on your first time being streamer.
Yeah! Fuck yeah. Greasy
The
coming.
Peanut!
I think he came in because we summoned him with the song.
We did! He's a righteous man.
Hey, Greasy, you want a balloon?
He'd be like,
Yeah.
do they float?
Yeah, Greasy. Greasy, since you're here, man, I want you to be in a Talk Horror video. I'll give you the details soon, but,
Greasy lightning.
yeah, Greasy Lightning. Yeah, baby. Oh, my God. Baby, can you dig your man? Oh, my God, Grassman Nightmare. Dog will hunt. Run, rabbit. Run, rabbit. Dog will hunt.
That's his OnlyFans cam.
Yeah, Greasy,
you
Greasy,
do.
yeah, he's got my OF, baby. Greasy's my only OnlyFans. Oh, man.
He sees things even I don't see.
Yeah, he does. Greasy has those weird fetishes.
I'm sure.
Why do you think I bought that balloon that lights up?
Doesn't float.
Oh my God. Yeah, so we're at $40. 8% of our goal to the Ultimate Halloween Bash 2022. And we have a Skull beer bong on the way.
We do.
This bash is really shaping up. This is going to be the badass bash ever.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay. Briggs is gonna, show some chest hair on Thursday and
Oh my God.
help you reach the goal.
Did you say chest hair?
I've
I've already proven that I'm the chest hair king around
Oh, chest
these
hair
parts.
king.
King, baby.
King.
King, baby. It's not a costume, it's a way of life.
This is true.
Yeah, there you go, Jim. M-O-O-N. That spells chest hair.
That spells chest hair. Oh, shit. Now I'm going to be saying that all
Oh
the time.
my God, yes. Yes.
God, he hits me with the M-O-O-N all the time.
Yes, always. Like, we'll see some dumbass person or, like the Karen we ran into at that one particular restaurant and she was bitching, like,
Yep.
and I'll just hit her with like that, like M-O-O-N, that spells natural disaster.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Billy Judd wants to know, so did Beverly Marsh really kill her father in It Chapter 1? No. Not that...
What? So did Beverly Marsh really kill her father in It Chapter 1, 2017? I don't think
so. No, not that I recall.
No, but we have noticed a lot in film that... because remember in Chapter 2, she's surprised to find out her father is dead. She doesn't know her father has died years later.
Yeah.
So, in film, it is perfectly acceptable, apparently, to severely bash someone's head and have them not die. We don't really understand how head injuries work.
Yeah, not in film.
It's like, it's absurd.
I mean, for God's sakes, Bob Saget bopped his own fucking head and died in his sleep. I mean, that's how, head injuries work. Like,
yeah.
you could raise up into a cabinet door and kill yourself.
I've
you've done
that
I mean,
before.
yes. I mean, but, yeah,
And
head
lived to
injuries...
tell the tale, but it's like, yeah.
Jim Harbaugh says Beverly Marsh has low strength XP, so her daddy lived.
Yeah, even though in the movie they have her bash him over the head with the back of a toilet.
Yeah.
That cracks, so it's like she breaks this like heavy porcelain thing over his noggin, and he lives through it. It's like, yeah. That's not how human heads work.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's two big ones in horror that they get away with. Well, in film in general, one is the head bashing. Like, we give heads way more damage than they can actually take in real life. And also, if you sever one of your four limbs, you will bleed out in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
30 seconds, y'all. You have 30 seconds to tie that shit off, or you're going to die. And that's just not true in horror films.
Greasy
At all.
or Earl R says, I've had stitches 3 times on my head, but you know how hard my head is. Yeah, that motherfucker has a xenomorph head.
Yeah.
He has a coconut head with noodle arms, folks.
Hey.
Hey, babe, you have a free super chat thingy. Do that up for us.
Okay.
Is that like your membership thing?
No, I think it's maybe it is. Let's see.
Yeah. Free member milestone chat.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Everybody who has their free member milestone chat thing, do it up, man. Let's see. Rep your Talk Horror support. Let's see it. And don't forget to hit that like button either. We're at 16 likes. Yes! See?
See?
Yes.
Yay!
Yay!
Oh, Briggs says Crawl was fucking bad with the severed limb not being fatal.
Right? Right?
Yeah.
But lots of them do it.
Yeah.
And if it is fatal, it's fatal like 2 hours later. It's like,
Yeah.
it's like, dude, you're gone. You're gone, man.
Yeah.
You sever one of those major arteries, boom.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys
No
do
big
the super chat member milestone thing, man, so we can hear, because whenever somebody becomes a channel member, it plays the Evil Dead Join Us
Yeah, join us.
sound clip. I want to hear it again. Do it, Greasy. Do it for us. Or Jonas or Briggs.
You only get it.
Yes!
I was gonna say you only
Look
get
at
it
that.
once a month. So.
Oh my god, look at that. You're totally beating Briggs's ass. You're a channel member for 24 months and Briggs is 19.
I win.
You win!
I won the money. I won.
But true, horror fam for life, y'all. Oh, and with all these... Yes! Greasy's been a member for 23. This is badass.
Yep.
Yes, baby. Look at that. How fast to die from a broken neck?
I think that depends on where and how you break it.
Yeah.
Right? Because if you break it in such a way that you cut off the neuro pathways that your brain sends to make your heart beat, it's pretty much instant.
Yeah. That's true. And then some people break their neck and then fucking can go on a 5-mile hike or win an Olympic gold medal like Kurt Angle.
Yeah. So it totally depends on...
Yeah.
Yeah, the spinal cord is a really, really interesting, complex mechanism.
Yeah.
So...
I know Gary the Pitbull whatever in ECW broke his neck during a match. Yes! Jonas! Channel member, bad to the bone, and he has taken Stream Boss back with that. Because with every channel member, it was whittling down at Greasy's XP. And Jonas was the one to dethrone him, baby!
You win!
Jonas is the king of the Texas boys.
Oh!
Yeah, how you like them apples, Greasy?
Them's fighting words.
Yeah, Greasy's gonna come out like Yosemite Sam.
I'm an old cowhand
Yeah.
from the Rio Grande.
Yeah. But yeah, it was like Gary the Pitbull something, some wrestler in ECW, like he broke his neck during a match due to a botched move, had no idea that it happened.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh shit, man, I have a crick in my neck, and was trying to pop it and shit, walking around, but got a fucking broken neck.
Yeah, see, like, that's the difference, that's the major difference, right? Because you've got all those little bones in your neck, and you can break any one of them, but if you sever the spinal cord at the neck, right? So, like, because you can sever the spinal cord all the way down along it, right? You sever it at the neck, you can't breathe, and your heart can't beat, so...
Yeah.
That's the big thing. It's like where you sever that spinal cord.
Oh, Greasy said he's going to give Jonas that pop. Oh, shit. Jonas says, Greasy put me on pepperoni, so I credit him for his prior service. That's right. But Jonas, who was once a student, has now become the master.
Oh.
Yeah, Greasy. What do you think about that, bro? You got to sit in that cuck chair, dude.
What is with you in cuck chairs?
Well, it's Greasy's chair. It's his throne.
Oh my god.
Yes, Jim Harbaugh, Stone Cold got his neck broke in a match too, and he finished. Yeah, I think it was Owen Hart broke his neck on a sit down pile driver, which got outlawed. Like you're not allowed to do pile drivers anymore unless you're the Undertaker. He gets special PP privileges.
I sit.
Yeah, Greasy's. Oh my god.
Oh,
But yeah, man. Like, oh my god. Yeah, yeah. Broken necks are rough. You never know.
They're rough, and yeah, you don't. You don't. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, Kurt Angle has to take my favorite story of it. Like, he broke his neck during the Olympics and finished and got his gold medal. That shit's as wrestling.
That's crazy.
Like Olympic wrestling. That's nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, like there's some head injuries or neck injuries. Yeah, I mean, they take a lot of leeway in film with stuff like that.
Yeah. And somebody brought up the gut wounds earlier too, and it's like, yeah, man. Like, people die from getting shot or stabbed in the stomach in horror films a lot, and it can take days.
Yeah.
That's
one of the worst ways to die.
Bleed to death from a gut wound. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, it's horrible. You know what we've noticed too lately is a lot of like stab wounds to the upper chest, and it's like people surviving. Not over here in the shoulder, but like
yeah. Oh my god, yeah, Jim Harbaugh's like, medical disclaimer will be edited and posted. We're gonna get fucking screwed like Joe Rogan and have to tell people like, we're not medical experts, dumbasses.
No, we're just doing what we do, and
we're just using common sense. You know, we're just trying to put our common sense. You know,
it's horrible. So I was my parents are in the medical. We're both in the medical profession, and I literally was raised listening to this stuff. Both of my parents watching movies or TV shows, but that would never.
That's so unrealistic.
Yeah, you would die.
Yeah.
Like, you can't.
Just like us rednecks, man, who shoot guns. Like, they did that in Jungle Cruise. So Anna wanted to watch Jungle Cruise yesterday, and it's like
really cute, funny
this same character. Like it would be like they're threatening to shoot somebody. So like the same character, they would insert that cocking the gun noise, like the chucking the shell.
Yeah.
Over and over. Like, that motherfucker done chucked that shell 3 times and shot 2 unused.
It's for us though.
Yeah.
They know viewers love that sound so much. And I
but
can't
it's like
argue
rednecks,
with that.
Rednecks know.
Yeah.
Rednecks know.
I've heard the same thing from like military personnel. They're like, would you please stop doing that? And I'm like, I like it.
Yeah, it's like, or would you prefer to be shot right now?
Yeah.
And like their hands don't even move, but it's like, or would you prefer to be shot right now? Like,
most of the time you get the like action, because I think people like that too. You know what I mean?
yeah, a lot of time you do. It is cool, but if you have never chucked a shell, it's so fun. It is so fun to just grab a shotgun and just. It is so fun. The noise of the motion.
Because it's happened in all of your favorite action
feel
films,
of it.
like ever. You know.
It is, but it's also just it's badass. Yeah. It's so fun. Jonas, hate when in movies they immediately die from getting stabbed in the stomach. You mean like in the beginning of the Friday the 13th?
Yeah.
We weren't doing anything. Oh, fuck. Billy Judd, Henry Bauer's father was killed with a neck wound from his knife. How fast is it to die from that?
I mean, really, I think it's like the severing of any major artery. It's about 30 seconds.
Yeah.
That's how long it takes your body to pump out enough blood for you to die. Well, because you're to suffocate, really, is what's happening to you.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, absolutely, man. That's
it.
Yeah.
And that's that good old carotid artery just book.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, let's see.
Blood loss on carotid artery in neck could be massive, leading to quick death. I'm not a doctor. Yeah, so, right? Like.
Yeah. Yeah, Jim Harbaugh says it turns out that blood is important. Yeah. Who'd have thunk?
It turns out.
Yeah, who would have thunk, dude?
To be fair, it's the oxygen in the blood that's important.
You know what? I want to see who all's in here. We've been on here for 2 hours now.
Just talking that
talking that smack.
Yep.
Greasy's done went on the pop rampage before he sat.
Yep. I mean, we've devolved into talking about how long it would take you to die from certain injuries.
Yeah.
Like,
everybody who's in here right now.
Without any medical expertise at all.
Everybody who's in here right now, I want to see those hands in the air. Wave them like you just don't care. Or if you're me, send exorcist emojis or anything, Whatever it takes, folks. Oh, Greasy say wave, wave. Greasy. You are so cute. Oh, we're up to 19 likes, damn it. Can we hit 20? Come on, 20 likes.
Wow!
Wow!
Nice,
Grassman!
Ouch! Oh, here, I can do it. 20 likes.
What? You didn't like our own stream? This is number one bullshit. I cannot believe this. We're finally up to 20 likes.
I'm the blurst.
You're the blurst.
I did it.
Yeah, you're the Blair Witch. Briggs, so I finally had her watch Blair Witch remake, reboot.
Requel?
Yeah.
Right, that's really what it is a requel, right? Yeah.
How did you like those dinosaur noises that the Blair Witch makes in that one, babe? Briggs says he was the 20th. What a lying sack of dookie. He was not the 20th.
It's hard to say. It probably still said 19th on his, and we both clicky.
I'm pissed at Briggs. Why? And you. Why were you guys sitting there unliking me, essentially?
We were busy. We both have jobs to do.
Essentially, I feel like
why is it that when I'm in there moderating, I get all those porn bots?
Yeah, Briggs gets jack shit.
Yeah, you get the easy job, Briggs. Like, why?
I guarantee you, come Thursday, like, Anna's just going to get nailed. Kinky girls sitting at home. Just over and over.
Over and over.
18 plus only.
And I'm like, clicky, clicky, clicky.
Yeah, like, get out there, you motherfuckers. They're over there like Evolver when Anna gets on here. Like, she defeats the level 1 porn bots only to have to face level 2 ones.
Yeah. They up level. It's
oh my god.
Horrible.
Oh, Briggs says he was actually the first.
Aw, Briggs.
I'll tell you one damn thing. If it wasn't for that Briggs, we wouldn't have got the first like on this. You know what? I take it back, Briggs. You're a really cool person. If you were here, bro, I'd let you watch the Bear Winch Project easily. Jim Harbaugh says the Blair Witch was a lying sack of dookie. Jim Harbaugh is using my term now.
Yeah.
Because I like that, Jim. Nice. Nice way to drop that in there. Jim is getting on my good side. He said they literally lied to all of us saying it was real in the internet infancy.
Yeah. It was cool.
Yeah, so we watched like the 2016 requel.
Yeah.
And it was just the fucking sounds they used was so absurd.
Yeah, but to go back to talking about like how they advertised the film as real and they used the internet to do so, they got the media in on it too. Because I remember listening to K-Rock at the time. Shout out to K-Rock.
Yeah.
And like they got the DJs in on it too, and so like they were putting it out there, you know, that it was real and oh my god, this was gonna be so. It was awesome.
That's cool.
K-Rock be cool like that.
Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, man, I'll tell you what, the Blair Witch, like it or hate it, was really cool because we'll never get anything else like that. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like passed off as super, and it just took the world by storm, and you know, like that's really cool. Briggs, is repenetrator a real thing? Like, or
poor DOD is like, what in God's name?
DOD knows. Like, once the stream hits, especially the 2-hour mark, shit devolved.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it was going to end up, you know, on porn at some point. Like,
yeah, that's just because Briggs is in here tonight. And he's This
is how this goes.
Yeah. So...
But yeah.
Oh, yeah. Jim Harbaugh. The Blair Witch, man, was like a... Oh my god, so it is real? Okay, so we're on a mission. So...
DOD, you and I we'll go have some girl time while these guys watch porns together.
Yeah, we'll watch... I'm very curious now what the plot of this movie is.
You are.
So... Yeah, man, so like the Blair Witch Project, like I said, love it or hate it, I'm not the biggest fan. But it was cool, like how it was set up and everything, but man, like, for every creative thing they did or tried to do in the original, they just shat all over in the requel.
Yeah, the requel is rough on like a couple of levels.
They lost all subtlety.
They did. But they also, there's a couple of things. Like, one, it's about, a young man who goes looking for his sister. But she disappeared when he was 4. So the premise is a major stretch. It's not like, so my siblings and I were all, our age gap was back to back. We were a year and a half. It's not like I went missing and my brother who's a year, immediately went looking for me.
Yeah.
It's like 20 years later, her 4-year-old brother goes, it's like, what does he think he's going to find 20 years later? Like, nothing. Like, he's not...
and he actually, he's sitting there,
So even the premise is a real stretch.
Yeah, it's so fucking stupid. Like, he thinks he finds footage of her, and he's like, oh my god, is that, my
it's
sister?
Her.
Is that Heather? And then, when he gets in the house at the end, it's like... He's like, Heather?
Constantly.
What the fuck is she doing?
Heather?
How the fuck... you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then, he tells the last chick that's alive, he's like, whatever you do, stand in the corner and don't look at it.
Yeah.
And then,
And then he does.
And then he does. You're Heather? What?
You broke your own rule. That's terrible.
You broke your own... And then she fucking does the same thing. What was his stupid name? I don't even remember. We'll call him Mike.
Yeah.
He's like, Heather, and then fucking immediately dies.
And she's
then,
like, Mike?
Yeah. Immediately, it's like,
and
what?
dies the same way. It's like...
Yeah.
Yeah, but the movie, the biggest problem for me with the movie is whoever did the sound design needs to be shot.
Oh my god. Yeah.
It has to have, at least one of the worst sound designs I've ever had to sit through in a film. It's silly. It's, absurd. It just... nothing about it could possibly have been scary. I mean, even there's for those of you who aren't familiar, there's a girl in the film who injures her foot.
Yeah.
And it's just a cut on the bottom of her foot, but every time she steps down on it, they use this sound effect of a snapping bone. It is so loud. It's that loud. If you've ever been around somebody breaking a major bone, it's that horrible crack. And they use it every time, and no one is concerned. No one's like, oh my god, did you break your foot? No one.
Yeah, could you imagine if we were out on a hike and it just sounds like somebody broke a fucking entire stalk of celery in your ear?
I mean...
and it comes from my leg?
I wouldn't even listen to your, no, it's fine, don't worry about it. I wouldn't listen. I'd be like, let me see your foot.
Yeah, what the fuck? But nobody. It makes that sound, it's like...
Yeah.
And then, she's like, oh... And grabs her, and they're like, oh my god, are you okay?
And then they're like, let me see your foot. And she's like, no, it's fine.
I'm fine.
I'm good. And they're like, okay. And one of them is a medic. So you really don't buy it. You're like, this guy doesn't want to look at her foot.
Yeah.
What's the point?
Well, she said it's okay.
Well, it's one of those things where it's what's the point of having made him a medic? There was none. It turns out the main character is a paramedic. And there was no point to
him
doing that.
Being a med, why?
It's they make sure to put that into the beginning of the movie, and so you're like, this is going to be important.
Yeah.
And it wasn't.
At all.
At all.
Not at all. Yeah, to anyone who wants to know what it sounds like those, a football game you play or a hockey game. They've used that sound when somebody gets injured and it plays that insane, bone snapping sound.
Yeah.
That's what it sounded like 4 or 5 times with her foot throughout the movie. But and then the Blair Witch is just knocking down trees and shit, and it sounds like a dinosaur.
And it really never goes anywhere. They show there might be something living now in her foot or growing out of her foot, and there's never a big reveal.
Yeah.
Before the character dies of something, she's turned into that. You expect it to go somewhere, she's turning into something, or something is, some horrible thing is going to come out, or it never.
We
happens.
have no idea.
Never happen. Nothing ever happens. It's
no fucking clue, man. Yeah. But it's you hear a tree gets knocked down, and people go outside, and tents are flying everywhere, and you just hear
Yeah.
Like a fucking pterodactyl.
The, like,
just-
weird monster dinosaurs. All of the sounds in the film are way overblown. So even the, like, footsteps they hear in the forest, it's like, is that Bigfoot? Like, is that, like, a witch scurrying through the forest? Or is it Bigfoot? Because it sounds like Godzilla walking through the forest. It's like, boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom. Like, what walks like that?
Yeah.
So we started joking that it was Cloverfield.
Yeah, Cloverfield is
forest.
the Blair Witch.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, hey, this was actually, you know, I'm surprised that son of a bitch didn't buy it up and claim it was a fucking Cloverfield movie.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. So to cleanse our palate after watching that film yesterday, we watched As Above, So Below, which has some of the best sound design
it does.
in horror, I think.
Well, Briggs agrees. He's like, Blair Witch was a stealth Cloverfield sequel. Agree.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Absolutely, man. Grassman Nightmares wants to know what we think of the movie Primal Rage. We have not seen that.
I haven't seen Primal Rage.
Not at all.
Yeah. Oh, God, is it going to end up on our list of 31 horror films neither of us have seen?
Yeah, I mean, we need to do that stream soon of us.
Grassman Nightmare, if you think it's something we should see when we do our live stream for choosing movies to watch this Halloween season, you've got to come in and suggest it.
Actually, you know what? That might be what we need to change this stream goal to. Is like 31 days of Halloween, because I guarantee you people like Briggs are going to come in here and suggest shit that we can't find to stream.
Right.
And we're going to have to buy. Like,
remember we said, like, we straight up told Briggs, like, that's got to be one of the rules. If we can't find it anywhere, you know.
Yeah.
We told Briggs if he suggests something that we can't find, if he can send it to us, we'll watch it, remember?
Oh, okay. Okay,
that's
because I was
really
just thinking about
specific
that,
to just
like,
you, Briggs. Like,
yeah.
We'll borrow a movie, we'll send it back. Like,
yeah, something. Because, like, I guarantee you there's going to be some crazy-ass suggestions.
Oh, for sure.
You know.
Well, and remember, we're not even going to do all 31. Because we're going to choose some.
Yeah, we're going to choose some that, like, have been on our list that we, you know, just need to watch.
Yeah, yeah.
You know. And Exorcist commands Halloween.
Oh, well, yeah.
You know.
Well, and we're premiering our own show
on Halloween. Yes, we are.
So.
Yep.
So get ready for that, too.
Yeah, so 31 days of Halloween. We're going to have to do that stream soon and, you know, compile our list.
Yeah, and we're doing two, right? We're doing a recommendation list for y'all.
Yeah, me and Anna will get together and combine our powers.
Yep.
To come up with a list of recommended movies we have that that should occupy your own 31 days of Halloween list. And then we are going to take your suggestions to compile. It's got to be stuff that we haven't seen.
Yeah, so it's going to be an interesting stream when you guys offer that, because I'm sure you'll come up with stuff that he actually has seen.
Yeah.
It'll be fun. It should be fun, like, I feel like.
Yeah,
fun,
it will be.
Interactive kind of evening.
Yes, absolutely. But I will tell you what, my friends, unless there's any questions, comments, or whatever right now, we're going to have to head off here because I'm getting hungry, man. I'm getting really hungry all of a sudden. I might have to make me some waffles and chickens. You want some waffles and chickens, babe?
No.
No?
We had chicken and waffles for lunch.
So it's a good meal.
Because that's how we roll.
It's a good meal. You can have it for dinner. It's so good.
I'm going to have some veggies in my life tonight.
What kind of veggies and what? Ramen?
I was thinking about making ramen.
Ramens? Okay.
I do like a veggie ramen that we
You
really
do?
like. I do.
Okay. Well, I can do ramen.
Don't I?
I can do
a
ramen.
veggie ramen that we really like.
Billy Judd says he requests that we watch Final Exam 1981. Okay. We're going to have to...
It's going to go in the hat.
It's going to go in the hat.
Jonas had ramen yesterday.
Jonas had ramen yesterday.
I feel like Jonas likes our like the same meals.
He does. He's
because
having stroganoff today.
Also enjoy stroganoff.
Oh my god, my mouth is watering.
Just thinking about beef stroganoff.
Yeah.
We haven't done that in a while.
No, we haven't. Oh, remember I made stroganoff? Didn't I make stroganoff for you? No, I made Alfredo for you.
You made me chicken Alfredo.
You made me stroganoff out of like something fucking like magical unicorn meat or something.
Oh baby, I slice up ribeye to make my beef stroganoff. I mean it.
Oh my god.
I mean business.
Oh my god, people. Jim, you take care of yourself, man. Thank you for being part of the horror fam and hanging out with us all night long.
Jim.
Really appreciate the hell out of it.
It's been really fun to interact with you.
You know, JP, Elizabeth, if you guys are still out there, appreciate it. Love you guys, man. Can't wait to get you on here, Elizabeth. Briggs, we're going to come up with a topic for us tonight, or for Thursday, I mean. Yeah, Grassman, Nightmares to All.
Oh, thanks, Grassman.
Thank you, Grassman. Hell yeah.
Thanks for hanging with us, man.
Yeah. Jonas, my dude. Thank you.
Jonas, Greasy.
Thank you.
Briggs, what would we do without you?
I feel like Earl doesn't even stick around. He like drops in and drops money on me and then leaves. He's like, you know what? He's like that asshole husband that some women have. You know, it's like, babe, I don't have to give you attention. I gave you $10.
Just take the money.
Take the money. Go shopping with your friends. Oh, there he is. What, Greasy? We were not talking. I was like, Greasy, you know, actually, Greasy is a really great husband, I feel like, would be to women. Because he's so attentive. You know, is what I was just saying, Greasy, is that you're so attentive, man. You're always there when I need you.
Look, the truth of the matter is, Greasy's just too sweet for you, man.
Yeah, Greasy is, yeah. Greasy, let's set up some Call of Duty, man. I need some,
He's missing it.
Greasy sent pictures of his posture. What?
You having some trouble, Grease?
Greasy, are you... Oh my god, look at how Greasy's watching the stream.
Oh my god, Greasy, you're a crack up, dude.
I'm tempted to share this with the horror fan, Greasy. This is absurd.
He's chillaxing.
Billy Judd wants to know if we'll do a live episode about characters that returned in the sequel and also got killed off in said sequel.
Wait, did you guys didn't do a podcast about that, but Briggs made a video of that, didn't he?
He did.
Briggs made a video about that, Billy Judd.
Yeah,
you should check it out.
Yes.
It was like the worst ways to die in the
sequel.
Right? Oh,
yeah.
It's such a good video.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
You should check that out.
Oh my god. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
But man, thank y'all so much for coming in, Briggs. We're going to have to do another one this Thursday. We're going to have to, you and I, Anna, are going to have to work on our suggestions for 31 Days of Halloween. Then we're going to have to take their suggestions so that way we can find copies.
Yeah.
You know.
We'll put them in a pumpkin and pick them
We'll
out.
put them in a pumpkin.
A pumpkin.
A pumpkin. Yes. But man, thank y'all so much for coming in. I really appreciate it. And thank you so much for donating to the Ultimate Halloween Bash 2022. We're at 8% of our goal.
Yeah. Everybody keeps saying that your next stream is going to be... Watch. Briggs is going to come and do a stream with you, and you guys will make the millions of dollars.
Anna is so sad. Nobody ever donates on streams where on the big ones.
You know what? I think one of the first times I streamed with you was your biggest stream. And then after that, it's fallen off. I think people just got sick of me quick. Like, with the quickness.
Aww.
Yeah.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah.
You know what? That's it. I'm banning Briggs from the stream.
No, we need him. He's coming in.
Briggs is banned.
Coming in on Thursday.
You done made Anna feel sad, Briggs.
Briggs didn't make me feel sad.
Yeah, with all your money-making machismo.
You know, it's just the deal is the horror fans, love the chest hair. But they probably also really enjoy the expertise, which I don't have.
You're getting there. You're getting there.
I got a lot of horror trivia under my belt now.
Yes, she does. Jonah said everyone is just jealous of you. That's why.
Because I get to do this.
Hey, that's true. I'm going to have to do another solo stream. That shit was insane.
That was off. Yeah.
Yes.
That's the truth. It's true that.
Yeah. So I ended the poll, by the way. Which is the better Pennywise? 70% of the votes said Tim Curry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, after 77% said they liked the original over the remake, like that's that aligns
So
up.
Tim Curry wins.
And does that mean they all liked the original over the remake because of Tim Curry?
Huh? That is a good question. Greasy says they just want the bromance.
I mean, who doesn't? Who doesn't want the bromance?
We're going to have to get you on here dressed up in like a wig and shit and pretend to be Necro or Briggs or...
I'd probably have an easier time pretending to be Necro. If you guys haven't caught on, that's my brother.
Yeah.
I would probably have an easier time, like, pretending to be my own brother than I would, like, pretending to be Briggs.
Oh, my God. Oh, which, by the way, we did announce that Jonas is coming here in January, and now we can announce that so is Necro.
Necro's gonna come out for your visit, Jonas. You're welcome.
Yeah. Yeah, we might have to make Greasy just go ahead and come one out in January as well.
Oh,
Just
I
go
did
ahead.
say that if you,
did
can get,
suggest that.
if you can get Greasy on board for this trip too, I'll leave. I'll go. Y'all can have all of this to yourself.
Hey.
It's for you, Greasy.
Yeah, and if that happens, then the natural progression here is that Briggs has to come in because this has turned into an official horror fam.
Obviously.
Yeah. Well, if that happens, then we'll just have to get Marianne and Diane and Melissa and Patty to counteract the testosterone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yup.
Yes, Jonas. Hell yeah, brother. Dreams do come true. Jonas is getting his wish, damn it. Oh, man. Yeah, bring it. Shinerbach. Doesn't Necro love that? Haven't I heard him, like...
I don't know.
I think he loves that. Like, it seems like.
No, he likes... You're probably just thinking of the fact that he likes German beers. But he likes... from Germany.
Oh.
Because he is like real. I don't know. I'm talking about Necro's like medical. He can't do wheat.
Oh.
So beers with wheat like really screw him up
Oh.
like bad. So
Yeah.
and they have purity laws in Germany for their beers.
Oh.
So
Greasy, I'm going to need you to take it a step back, bro. He's clearly over here trying to steal my thunder with Jonas.
you're gonna get here. They're gonna get here, and you'll be the one in the cuck chair.
Oh, that's bullshit. Greasy, I'll fucking pick Greasy up and carry him to his... He knows. Greasy knows. Greasy knows where he belongs.
Do you see why I'm like, I'll leave if Greasy comes, because I know what it's gonna be, and it's...
Yeah, I might have to keep these two separated.
Oh,
here.
Greasy, I tease Steven all the time. I don't worry about him ever leaving me for another woman. But I think he would leave me for you.
No, there's no way. There's no way. Greasy, no, I gotta keep Greasy separated. He's gonna get drunk and slutty, and I'm telling you, I know Greasy's MO. Them fucking noodle arms, they're just too weak. He'll get drunk real easy, and
Oh, God.
oh my God. All right, we're getting out of here. I am legitimately starving now.
Yeah.
Greasy, dream of me as always. Jonas, bad to the bone. Bad to the bone. Stream boss. Jonas takes it until the
Yeah.
next one.
Yep. Yeah, the next stream will start with Jonas as stream boss.
That's badass.
Yep.
Jonas is he's about that good.
Yep.
Hell yeah. Yeah, Jonas is undisputed.
Yep.
Well, UFC. All right, man. See y'all Thursday. We'll schedule another one up.
Night, everybody.
Good night, everyone. Until next time.
Look
horror.
Listen horror. Talk horror.
Wah, 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 wah. We're too fun. Yeah.